plasma TV, decoder, laptop, fridge, AC, microwave, and foodstuffs. My brother, believe me, a serious relationship has just started. A man can be in UK and not okay. He can live in US and still be useless. All good things come from above, not abroad. When you start behaving like ECG in a relationship, don't complain when your partner finds a generator. A jealous demon may appear as a supportive angel. An open enemy is better than a false friend. Some black women think having a big ass is a career. Beyonce's net worth is $850 million with 22 Grammys and over 100 million album sales, and still forgive Jay-Z when he cheats, and you with only 2 panties won't make us rest. I think it is time for us to start dating by qualification. We cannot have a degree and get heartbreak from an ordinary SSC holder. It's highly unacceptable. My brother, relax. That girl you are begging to accept you is also begging another guy not to leave her. We are all beggars. Thank you very much, my brother Ricky.
Gun of way, Yadin Sam Panam and Kabomuye, Anunti, Ubetia Unity Radio, Ayan Kabomukwa.
You are listening to Unity 103.9 FM. Unity Radio, the voice of the people. For all the latest news, sports, politics, entertainment, health, traffic, weather, and more, listen to Unity Morning with Opo National, the only morning show you need. Now.
Asampayetia Obanyansa foso wo munye wonka na asam Tema futu sam kakre wa supeme Yo kofi omaya woma Omani ya mama na Enyi baby ako Wachata ya wareni Wonsom wanyinyi pa Asadi pa wofyo
Abusia sikanibri do wafa dimpa wonso yesi ahunya nyame nhira so na ma onipa yodefo abusia ya mamu nyina ache mamu ha mamu akwa ba mamu join your respective time zones And to our people in Worcester, we love you and we thank you for, of course, making time to be and listen to us all the time. Daniel, I mean, you have my referee, Daniel. I don't know why, but weekend there were a lot of activities. And deservedly so. Ute and I was my voice I husky a man and how be Manucho Manucho
just that. Weekend activity should give you a husky voice.
Now Manucho Kofa Humana make cancer.
Okay.
Makacho said,
if you
want to dirty me, I'll dirty you.
Dirty you. Okay. 1 minute blackmailing name. Why do you always want to blackmail me?
Were you at another Chikrum last Friday? If you were there, you wouldn't be able to even talk. Kobisa Mankwa, Kobisa Fiona, Kobisa Odati.
I heard you did everything for me.
Yes, I call Saturday. Me call Isaac Amako. So Isaac Amako. Then I know you move your gun. We are calling out from there, and I call Salome Assemblyman SD. From Honor, yes, I call Ohima. What I say. From a hima Enra Sunday, Minuaba Roda, ne Baba be dedication. We sang call her, my wife on so down for be ne first anniversary. We had to just say
this summer has been good for you.
No, just this weekend it was
shouting. And
we need to be happy. We need to enjoy life.
Man, I heard you mention my name all over the place.
No, I never mentioned your name.
Then they lied to me.
And I'm Michelle Penny Samuel Asari. In fact, some of the people, their name on Facebook, any different. And Michelle and also who's about live. Men I'm here. Your friend is saying Samuel Asari. And I'm so
okay. Samuel Asari.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us all the time. We very much appreciate your time, your energy, and everything. And from the look of things and what you told me yesterday, you listen to everything that were Pania Crime free for every studio Antofoma.
Yeah, that's great.
We appreciate you, Ajasari. We appreciate you very much. Very, 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 very much. And right, I met a whole Sofo Vasco.
Vasco.
Exactly. CPIC. My former boss.
Yes.
Still my boss. Once your boss.
To my former church.
Once your boss. Always your boss. And Michelle Sofo Vasco, and it was a good time.
Yes.
Share Sofo Vasco. Sofo Vasco.
Oh, that's nice.
Papa, last week was it Thursday?
Yeah.
Now you can't Aqualana.
Exactly.
Thursday no grana me bo di wa say time all Rock FM you led us to Alex Mensa and okay say we dey do on here man asunti
exactly
he will help in any way possible and I'm say ati Enra
was a good feeling. I mean to know that I mean
and I'm share Echo, Friday.
Okay. What's
Manucho way? Oh, and I'm seeing Manucho there
all over the place. I've been all over the place. And I can't.
I'm
all over the place
from Friday.
Yes.
Kopem Rano. Manucho way.
The love is deep.
Me most of my voice me the tone you my denti. What I've decided is the script I'm Kwami Eugene.
Me why Kwami Eugene.
No my combo.
Fakwe. That me tell the script movie.
Me fama.
You make me remember my first time on radio. My boss say I want to be a radio.
And your radio assembly.
Exactly. Say what you've not seen, you can't testify to.
And you know me person sell it. We want to your now boy.
My voice no crap, but the voice nice we know. Spirit in it wants to dedicate itself. What's the paper? What I will from come be into it. I just say my son mania. You try mania hawk. We can attend Kwami.
Ejakwajo. Ejakwajo nso otwi yellow cab.
Oh, okay.
I see every blessed day.
Wow.
I see pomitiemu sa.
That's good.
Inti Ejakwajo Anopa isa wutie a mo so yeda wase ye cheo. Yegidi sa oni abusuafo nyina ho ye. We will look at Worcester in perspective.
No abombe makro na bisa mase de. Mbe man kwa di
na. Ma Louisa Bisawa say. Louisa Bisawa say.
Ne be de na the rough.
Ana Louisa Mwakoyere Ama.
Oh yes.
NPP PRO.
My number one fan.
Ama nso Bisawa say.
I mean, I love her to bits.
Louis nso Bisawa say.
Yes.
I'm a couple of people. Me too kai omunyina. Never brave.
I mean, the love is deep and we appreciate a lot. Like I say, our radio there. And the man we there when people appreciate your knowledge share and the way you go about it, things now. I mean,
Francis,
you have come to stay.
Francis is taking a very good decision.
Yes.
Of deciding not to give you the song.
That's Susuponic members, we know them. They don't want me to. I mean,
what problem is that?
Ghana, we said that Hamid or London or artist of the year.
Me defend Francis is say.
Me J at the end about Worcester. Me call Ghana artist of the year about Worcester for the first time. I'm
Trini Jonas.
Why not?
Why not?
I Grammy am Ghana. Let me call J Ghana the about.
Guys at him the day that they Grammy. Francis is say. Might take a good decision because with your abochi voice, who will listen?
There are lots of songs in Ghana. I'm not a backing vocalist.
But I've been there.
Oh,
Nami Moses here. Hana ubi Anthony Bunti. And I know so much.
Lumba nyumo ye kwekremu. Nami a backing vocalist.
Who are backing Kwabena list?
Wow, show. Baby Sammy, my cancer is a winning. And
you post view Worcester weekend. Post view Worcester weekend and a Monday show. No.
Yes.
Now you share sports.
Yes.
And the share has Kotoko extensively.
How the mighty fell.
Yeah. The share has Kotoko extensively.
Yes.
Because the way I'm out for Enrapa Obi am tia so them na David Agbanyaga Mami Abankuma na has free
Eric
Enra me dampa na kwa shoes frame. Organo stadium you know free video call and what take cam na menenity phone so and o stadium and I make a
chance feeling deeper.
Oh yeah then I'm see the end justify the means. Me yabuna.
But they sold to us a good game. I mean I'm particularly happy.
Yeah,
interesting crowd.
And we will look at Kotoko has game extensively and how the Ghana game is resurrected.
Yeah, rejuvenated.
It hasn't resurrected yet.
Yeah,
it's resurrecting.
Yes.
Oh
yes. It takes a second. Looks like a revolution. What's your interest in it? Masses and attacking.
And you said something here Friday.
Yes.
Gate.
Oh yes, I told you there'll be a breaking of gate. Eddie gate. But I think for the crowd in there, I liked it.
Yeah,
there was I watched a COVID TV and live.
Said on my one shot, police
yes.
Police phone
exactly.
Now the specific crowd I am two
yeah. So no a problem no by no when referee no way commander inspector shoot into the clouds. But there's no crowd. I want to shoot into committee in the city. Zamafe committee in the city.
But don't they have training?
I said shoot into the cloud. No, but you have to hold brief that he wanting the internal to penny, but you have to shoot up. Where I agree with you.
What this person crowd dispersal until you shoot up. You don't
crowd. What's a confusing? Internal ya people more late no. Me interested no say. We want to because America near the non pound. Oh, it's okay America. We don't come America.
Maza. Sure can say. Because I deal with Mudi at Santa for so but
no. This one they are
to be a macatcher mehu. You know can now. Almost L. Omo juju da be full. Almost once in the my wife and I shame them so Santa Fone L in your look at
shelling is killing. I would do shelling is killing for but that's just by the by, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
so we post view the Worcester weekend and then they are down more. I'm going to say that amount for Simon quickly, and at the end of the show we'll do it again. Now ya baba share and the issues are politically no ya be share make catch us Ghana police for police you cool no be kwa chenkro for no and the exclusive report say police for na kwache enipa makomako 9 amomo shutu ba akukra in the knee.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exchange.
Nti the Ghana police and na dana mene kwaku ba ko ne Kwami Sefa no Kwesi Pratt.
Yes.
Of the same vein say kum police near the energy,
the zeal,
the desire. What they be bad adena omo ayeku omo kura da no muntumi ntina na make na babu baza ase ma menji Ghana police for so no muni madwuma bia me see they know the work but they choose when to.
I agree. Ghana, shady deals are police for between actual record time. Time of those times.
And another notorious armed robber grabbed. Achimota Forest and Anopa Bosuo Bankuma. Pantan Hospital. almost take it to the street and then me take peace news. Yeah, Mamia boy.
Remember
she was talking about
yeah, they have to wall the place for them because
exactly. Very insecure and unsafe to work in.
Exactly. On my exclusive, I'm sure, and I'm friend on my
exclusive. I know.
Your center, one at the center. Who is feeling it? Who knows
so
it very well?
Give us all the things.
On my vivid end-to-end story about this Pantine thing.
Yeah.
But at least we had exclusive.
We're looking at Kwami Sefa can also say. Politicians are own radio stations, abuse,
Yes.
The media landscape and how politicians own radio stations in Ghana. So at the Eboah and the development of the country. Aban say. Adia bakwa manucho ya kan wasema kan secular housing project. Former President Mahama Nana Domoba Majato. But the good news today. Government is committed to completing stalled housing projects. Asenso-Boakye. Not only that, also Omasai Akwaji 4,500 acres of land to build more affordable houses.
Yes.
It's a good piece of news. That is where
very bright news.
Politically will be looking economically, socially into all those issues. But before we do that, post view Worcester. The weekend in Worcester, the weekend in perspective. Friday started the whole entire Worcester picture. But before that, Yamfa ma yetifo nyina yadamwase sabribia motayechi. But before I be Worcester, the course weekend Yamfa your motivational message and Monday morning. Share your home crying. So on said getting into this week a bit more productive, now fruitful. Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion would one day become a reality. Is it me preaching? And I'm because of Vasco, some of us go preaching English. Not secretary Bakupe. Me best boy, my madam Papa.
No, I translation. That was
me software now.
But simply put, you reap what you sow.
On all translating, one can simply put. You can translate English with English.
We are simple there. What you conceive, what you contrive, and one will happen to you.
Who translate? I speak the English. You translate.
You see. Me catch you, but me dream ochi. Na me better talk about because you show me say mother tongue day here in me kwaje man say me kabro for one popo me timi anko 1 minute. Me timi anko 1 minute it won fan chemi and na me weakness but me whatever you plant in your subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality. In short, you perceive say before Bibi besi wo abrabom no unya mfoni bi wo wadwenem I say wo dua bibi etu eno your subconscious mind unya mfoni bi wo wadwenem nti unya sa mfoni no a na fe wo see why they one nourishing with repetition any emotion emotions just say odo be shame odo ahoden onipadua wo kra into when say one day no I can be a medical doctor I can be an engineer I can be a mechanic I want to be a seamstress na man for side human say I want to be a journalist seamstress na man for visit they chop the money the designers the fashion design so until you conceive that idea no now one nourishing with what your emotions repetition repetitively maye and that drives the energy into it will become a reality one day. So start with the subconscious mind and then plant. When you plant now feel nourishing with repetition and emotions and repetitions and then it will surely become a reality. So that's what they did. They didn't get the formulas and everything so almost start here but they conceived say masa idea say at least even failing gives you an one means not to fail. Into be beside say idea we say obeting and to be obeting. It's all repetitive action and believing in your mind and thoughts. And you na boy say idea we dey meet me here. Obo was you I want to travel or you make put in effort na refusals no way but at the end of the day it comes to reality. In the signing point it becomes a testimony. But you work hard it makes the story beautiful. So be can say so sometimes it walks through the journey. When people like medical money and young guys they made money no and I mean beautiful way bia wa kwada kaneshi bridge asene ade nyina that had this breakthrough. It makes the story beautiful. Until conceive it. Have that thought, positive thought. Say, Master, idea with there. Say, what you want to put your pull side, cry, how to get it. Put your emotions to it. Put your everything, your physical, everything to it, and I believe you get the result. I mean, whatever the position and also you want to be, and now you conceive in your mind. I don't want to limit it 10% missing. Be beer or arguments I deal with dear this end results never mean general. Push it and nourish it. They be a drink. Find means, read about it. Sometimes watch videos. You be talk to people who are well versed in the industry. Tell me, believe you me, you will get the results that you desire. That's the first step towards getting. Sow that seed, nourish it with emotions and effort and
repetition. Yeah.
Repeat it all the time, and believe you me, you will get the needed results eventually.
Okay, so that is our word of motivation going into the week, because I know the first working day officially of the week, even though in America, in other parts of the world, Juma Kwesiada, Memenda Kwesiada ni but officially, that's why we use the word officially to qualify Monday. Richway Auto School super driver's license. Bra 65 James Street and Ubinyabi obo adwuma yipa driver certification, driver education, junior operator certification license ni nyina no omabi ono nada ruma and omade yedin kransha samoma answer na eba behwe Worcester in perspective over the weekend no the ten say my ema report say enne me pa chaw ewiemu be ye rough enti se wu pia bonten a dressy kama and she show who kuntain bebre wetumi a short sleeve t-shirt or shirt and a tank top will be cra okay mawa. That should be because heat advisory is in effect. In fact, and as high as 94 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to be sunny from now till set about 1 p.m. no na clouds no manuchu adamfo no sana manuchu kano clouds no be kata ewia nanim kakra ewia bebo, but heat no the sunny nature and how shining the sun will be will be brought down because of the clouds. Nti ebe partly cloudy from 1-2 p.m. or kwa kopim se day ni na bende, but a shoe be warm. Maximum temperature be 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Even minimum, the lowest, and then about 80 lowest crabbe 80. Heat advisory is in effect. So make sure you stay hydrated. No more fluids. They say na Cristiano Ronaldo or si piako kunisi nchen.
Yes, exactly. More
to stay healthy, more until unze me no means actual.
Hey, man. You see, the truth is that human body temperature is 25 degrees. I mean, normal. Old one. 95. You're about 35 degrees. About 10 degrees more than the body no bread. Until you need to keep it hydrated and dress down. I mean, this is summer. Summer is for dress down, kakra, so that at least the body will perspiration be well done.
What define that?
Yeah, perspiration. Yeah, you know, plants transpire.
Transpiration, respiration.
Ready.
Definition is
reproduction. I mean, asexual reproduction, bisexual reproduction.
Yeah.
You are reminding me of my biology. I mean,
respiration.
I said biology. You remind me of my biology. Yeah, so like you say, dress down. I mean, these are moments where they open the windows, have a lot of reduce the heat on your skins. I mean, we are here to tell you that one.
And to Worcester in perspective, over the weekend, just like I said, there were a whole lot of activities in town. You know about Fusia and Louisa. My birthday started off the weekend, Friday in Anochikrum. It was a very wonderful evening, and once again, we wish you belated happy birthday, Louisa, and Fusia Mamo, belated happy birthday. The birthday was fantastic. It was phenomenal. It was really nice.
It was juicy. You know, they are movers and shakers into your money effort. I know it was a brilliant
it was juicy. You were not there. Men direct speech.
It should be. I was there, Opo.
Direct speech.
You know, when I go to Census, my catcher will say, me hide it. Why? Baby, I'm coming.
There's no way I'll be at a party and you are there and nobody will see you.
Oh boy, I'm the music.
Me,
I've never lied before. The last time I lied, I nearly went to hell. My sister Madrid pass. He said they make Jim have been getting.
Okay, I make a couple of messages. Mami Frances Punamani say Ochai. Frances, you is also here. I also hope you guys are doing great. Yeah, great. Openi Samuel Asare, my child, the Damisa child. John Anochi, John, how are you doing? Eko Abisi, Eko Si Manucho, you need to come out you need to come out. It's summer.
Yes.
At the Unkwana Pesca.
Yes.
We are contesting Unkwana Pesca.
Come out. Yes, I'll come out a lot. Yeah.
David Agbenega says new week. Phobia, the best. We'll be getting to the House Kotoko game pretty shortly.
Yes.
Eric, thanks for joining us. Also, you lost nicely, yeah. Enra, the better team won.
Very good
I think Enra congratulated all the Phobians who were buzzing my phone, including David Agbanyaga, Mamia Bani, everybody.
It was coming. I said which way it was coming. It was almost done.
I see. Opo, you lost nicely. Continental Club Masters, the champion club. Millennium Club Masters.
Continental Club Masters.
Francis also see phobia. Eric comes back and say the Rainbow Commanders. And Ronim shoe as my catcher no shoot that from. Or time I'm in doing come no stadium. No see a beshamon am say mo. Timu amundi flaggy. Rainbow na mo say amodi and Yajama LGBTQI fo.
Yeah, grow.
Messi Rainbow
think of when easy.
Messi mo Rainbow na Yajama LGBTQI for money color money.
Almost shaky am your shots and go bought the other parts of the world. I say, what these people?
Yeah.
Color. Yeah. But at least we know that it's for heart to folk. I mean they've been there before they even existed.
Yeah, cross say omo na Java.
Yeah,
the whole world.
From 1911, 1911 into Sansem Wesa until Yenny only.
Yes, some way say some colors no because they say this are LGBTQ for Gado court. Okay, eti Mamiaba, I say hello guys. Hello Nad Nessa Jumo say hello everyone. Mamiaba say Opo. The rainbow colors are still flying high. Phobia. We never say that until the bones are rotten. Happy mood activated. You should be happy, of course. Phobia for Eric did rainbow. Eric, what here? LGBTQ for me hijack show no.
Imagine so that come on the office.
Yeah, we mama hijack show no Facebook. Mama can say copyright infringement. Yeah, because it's come flag abego.
Exactly.
Eric is your is intentionally ignoring as oh there be make yeah. I see the rainbow colors are flying high. Phobia, the champion club. Mami Abasiopo, Manucho is a fancy man. He can't go a sentence without English. Forgive him.
No quite. Maybe I'm a kafanta obejina.
Okay, so you can also keep your messages. You can keep your messages coming on Facebook, and then WhatsApp on so now the 5083049394 5083049394 5083049394. What if Hoba Ebeken Eddie amount? We start in perspective. This weekend was a very busy weekend.
The Friday
after the Friday birthday bash at the new Anochikrum 21 Lovell Street. It was a blast. It was a blast.
Oh, that's it. It
was a street name, you know.
Two coasts.
And out to me for exchange Lovell.
I be one two.
Exchange Lovell and I knew
two coasts. Whichever way. Exactly, it's your home. I would see now far back door the room.
It was a blast. Odate in attendance. Come see Odate. Your boss CEO Olu was there.
I miss heaven.
Olu was there, and then Nabiam was there. I mean, everybody you can think of.
All the movers. The table of men were there. Table of men. When the men decide to sit, everybody should be at the table. Yes.
Christopher Mankwa.
Oh, okay.
Under the transit bomb, one cry.
Oh, okay. I'm coming in the bunkum. Maybe I'm coming.
Fiona Nesai, Neiri know that. I had a clip of them on my status yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I know that Tiaten was here. We are here. Yeah.
You know. Last year, people did not have this opportunity. Some even lost their lives. If you are alive, Charlie, you have to. Body way net today, body way no net today.
Na.
Drama body way today. I mean, you're supposed to be judged. So make sure this body enjoys it. Then when you go, the judgment is not separate in a jam. And
tell him 12 to Bonibia.
Oh, make enjoy doesn't mean so be crowd. I saw them saggy or enjoy enjoyment today. My money yes, enjoy the enjoy. I mean, this weekend, I think that this weekend will be sweet. This weekend, I'm already available and ready to mingle. Anybody who has time to look for
this
me. Weekend,
we'll come up. Maybe we'll find out what's in town this weekend. But until from there, until Louisa, and Fusiasi and Fast Danfa Radio, some farmer who start for you now. Some birthday, it was just a blast. It was, simply put, Manu Chobekacho.
Yeah.
It was just a blast. And then of course on Saturday, you knew about Ohima, you know, it was one in town. We start for Mochre Odo, Amana Bruso, Mochre Odo, Amana Bruso, Mochre Odo Ankasa. You know, you about Ohima John Ado, and so see Emfa Unity Radio Casa Fidiso, Emfa that Emma Momoya, dear Yami Shramo. And yesterday, but unfortunately, Manucho, like I said, Enra, after some Anopa baby dedication, me buy a sako. 1 year birthday with the kids and me buy na amankwamo ko ohima lunch and ra.
Okay.
Indian Center. I was supposed to have been there, but yes, soon pay.
Na
my bread.
Yeah, I know.
So you know, I just let that one go. But I was getting information.
Yeah, exactly.
What is live report?
Yeah.
From Amankwa.
I see.
And yeah, and I knew what went on and everything. It was a nice party yesterday, lunch yesterday, I should say. It's here new about him and John Ado say we start for they can't thank you enough. Omuntimi namo asinwe in penifos esi ni kaja enye den eni asida Dinah Hamilton.
Yes. Money yo.
Nti we start for ohima eso ma money yo, and then you know about Salome on Saturday. SD asori ho afeni enko ho. Yeah, some of us have to be be outside and be in the corridor. Why you man? So until assemblyman and then yere say yam fast that can see a PSC pa Emma Wusta phone na odo amuyi chire no nano memenda na nia so abroso nyamishira mo se na nioma wo krom Saturday, but in spite of that mutumi be tie na chi tienu aba Salome any assemblyman amuso ye omo USD omuso yam fast that can see pa ye more ding Emma Wusta for and of course our big brother Isaac Amwako. Isaac so Edi ni maame na otweda Saturday na we Lincoln Village. Also so see emphasize that PC unfortunately hono me ni amankwa bonsa ho amankwa went ahead of me. To me go do na amankwa so abako. Yeah, but we start for mo kire odo. Nti Isaac Amako see emphasize that Emma we start for Isaac Amako minim say Isaac min kan say former actor and actor. Anyway, say once a soldier, always a soldier. Isaac is still an actor, even though he's not been in the movies for some time. But he's still an actor. And just say, "Yana say Emano, Nenia so Namo Yamano Nano Memenda." Sansu na mianka saminu ba Roda, Edin Bakwa. Sorry, ewo CPIC Enra Apostle Vasco Bruni, eho 52 Ward Street Enra. Na enye fedi agro kra pastor bo message enra na roda so say yenda CPIC asafo manyina se mano enye ennonko a nipa hodro ba no that came to catch a glimpse upon no, but because oyade pa no wadwum but he still managed to, because only road artifact. Nti Odati was there, and a couple of other people, a host of other people. I mean, apart from the church members, Nipa Bibre Subabe Jano. I met Elder Kwesi Harry. Elder was CPIC. Kwesi Harry
International Church.
Yeah, and Kwesi so Chow. And road that city to Yamfa Sadakasi Emma Sofo Vasco. Apostle Vasco Bruni and Famano and time I order as a crana, she was getting emotional, you know. It's yeni about road I saw the CPIC as a for manina, as a from Penifona, Obias in it, Adolfo man, Ramobejano man, Koto, ne body or CPIC no, or the Munina, so as a titulune presiding Apostle Vasco Bruni. Obviously, I can't say about money.
Well, friend,
your money ding, you are fired.
That's me. That's our boy Ghana and come here. That's our boy and come.
Dixon, bra,
no fresh. Fresh. Boy and come.
Dixon, so called Ghana, Dan Otto Dixon, or called Ghana, Wabamoana, Oniwa, Moka, a 2 a video pim, oxen cast, one person says, Mamma, Onianina, Waba. Into Worcester in perspective, this Dixon will do weekend.
Dixon so about exactly. Car issues in Alpha Breno. No bedroom.
Okay. It's road as here na CPIC for us. Apostle Vasco and Mrs. Apostle Vasco. So for mommy, it was a pleasure and honor meeting enra me share much because COVID for almost a year and no kind shafi nti enra I was an honor and pleasure say me say and I feel elder I had to me share no enra and a couple of people exactly.
I mean, you met a lot of people. Next time, I have a pen and paper.
Linda Adakwe. She in fact was the godmother for
Okay. Yeah, I heard about her.
You heard about her.
But when we were talking, remember?
Oh yeah.
The limited edition.
Yeah. Linda.
I mean, my spirit was there.
Yeah.
You know, my spirit was there. I was monitoring from afar.
I was on the phone with you when I was going.
You were on the phone with me. Did you buy me a phone to be on it with me? I know I said now can credit.
Well, you say we stand through.
Let me stand through.
You were on
the phone with
I think
me.
you have
phone crassy.
I say a man a dikoye juma bi.
Me phone crassy.
Only a dear juma na can
crassy.
Baby I call no phone is.
Oh, I don't even know what you are talking about.
And I say Ghana for can credit.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Only a dear juma na can.
I don't even know what you are talking about.
Okay.
You don't want to know what you're talking about.
You don't want to know.
Yes, exactly. You decide what you know. And you can once you have the seed nourish it with emotions and repetition.
Eric is also called cookout me East Hartford.
Oh, okay.
It was a packed weekend.
Yeah.
In fact, this weekend,
more cookout. More grillings.
But I'm a Worcester for both.
Oh, meba cookout meba.
Who manage
Cookout meba.
Program bia ya.
Yes, just put a cookout on it. Just put a cookout on it.
Oboyi ma me refi. Oboyi ma. Ono zo na yiri bisa. Mr. and Mrs. Viviopo. Na Manucho way.
Time day.
Manucho peska. Meso onye duma kwa no afa over time.
Blackmail nemu. 1 minute we na blackmail nemu.
Ah, debu so ya na osimeni areke konso. Ela yempe bi ma. Ehin yempe bi ma. Babi ama Louisa mu program is say.
I condensed. Yeah, Rade. Man, say, yeah, this and next year.
I condensed.
Next year, me
unya juma kura no
next year, me butaba.
Me bo we kan ho e be bo ano. Me bo we kan ho e be bo ano.
500.
Now your calculations. O me kwa e be ma me bonus 500. Now calculations.
Ejuma say 500.
Ejuma say tra ho. You can eat your cake
and have it.
Yeah, it is open scadi
account. You can eat it. Time
obeja ma dey bonus ade there wa obey wa yin so be programs no. Now fe wa bo me Eric Tiko.
No, I'm only having a cake. I want to have a big cake. After waiting. Meba. I mean,
I got to go do this 12 hours. 500 bonus. No call.
Meba. I buy 20 a better chance. It's
not how far.
You just came into the
team. It's not how far.
What about team? How about Judy? I say, do my on board Kotoko match. Be only never jine. We have mistakes. When I'm with Jina, when I'm here for players, not to hold brief for myself. I mean, I'll make time. I mean, once the love is deep, you take advantage.
Okay, so until we say, obi oye program bi aso damase. Moya there, the community is big. Enra, Misha, Papa ba could be mere finidin kakra. They call birthday in yeah. And no, or see a movie called Maryland.
Oh, okay.
And then you know me bisa say so Maryland and Worcester. Ehina
yeah,
because you've lived in Worcester for so long, and then now you move to Maryland. No place just like you say, what's the matter? We baby anywhere it is a Worcester.
Oh yes, me I've been around.
To me alone, I will still be in Worcester.
Yes,
but they be answer
time, faith.
And maybe a wife, no preference, no family, no preference, and sometimes you shouldn't be selfish. You have to just sacrifice for the family. Also, on there. What's the matter?
Now, but then it's at arm's length.
What's Maryland? Mene Isaac. Madam for back and the boy Isaac. And I'll say any man needing command. Excuse me. You be saying a whole Ghana for Ghana fund you be who and I be over 20 years. You know who back could be. Exactly. Who study? What's study? Ghana town.
Exactly, of course.
Who started say Kaneshi? Who started say Nima? Who started say Kajetian? Who started say Central Market? Who started say Doom?
When you are trying to taste the tour, you don't really appreciate the difference. But what time now? Because we started, I say maybe other places. But more water Maryland that you enjoy.
Poncho back
yes.
Nana Basse. It is said Friday. You see hypo birthday in you went me and
I was there, don't mind Opo. Now I was there, don't mind Opo. Opo the barrier, you know. I mean I was there. My friend Louisa.
They say okay, mama for you.
My friend Louisa.
Now on the first person me hugging Anos no way. That was the first question. Louise, I said,
I can't just say me to come on, member.
Don't take a move, last time I call her, no, I no coin, whom you know whom, because whom you are who knows that.
So
I absent.
I'll come. I mean,
now you
about more fun chairman.
Okay, Mammy Abba say, so when you say, Unquam, hypo. I'm a hypo.
Oh, you say, Ejuma, as you say, the suit to one was
over hypo. I do, I know I miss out.
But next one, I'll be there. Oh, you know, I'm not working weekend again.
Also, reservoir holding now for the 18th.
Exactly. On the 18th, I mean, baby shower. I mean, boy shower. And then a boy shower. It's a boy shower. Oh, and then me Godfather, second Godfather, me Jine. Ah, now MC of the occasion, my akasa. I mean, I'm going to pour. I'm started writing my script.
I
started trauma script. Every line will be a punchline. Every line should rhyme with the next line. I mean, Rabbi Yeni, I used to be there. I was in my member.
Eulogize program,
there are secrets I don't want to leave out. I mean, if you love us and you are with us on the 18th of July, join us. I mean, at the ISW Indian Center, Worcester, ICW.
Is what trying to short among?
So say sana misiadio. Me ne boa me papa. Ntimi we mfi da me da kwa na from ya ICW Indian Center Worcester. Won't join us. I mean, and what as the 22:10 yeah, just on 2 minutes. You'll be there and come and join us, celebrate. It's a boy. I mean, Kwabena Yeboah, and you'll be able to plant seed. You'll be able to germinate here. Here they germinating. Here the final watering. You are now you're busting open. You're busting the bubble. You're expecting the whole Worcester to be there. Everybody who loves us under the command of our voice in Adina, come and join us, celebrate this one. It will be more than a miracle. I'm imploring everybody to really join us for this one. And it dear, when we meet
Michelle Marcy or to Washington, Mammy Suakon.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Maggie Auntie. A lot of people, Nini Panados.
Oh, yes, I mean, I know. I mean, this is summer. Oh, yeah, Siki. We're fully represented. Fully represented. July 18th, and the next week, national naming Chiatuaso.
No, date next week.
The next week,
okay. The following week, right?
Oh, the next week,
next week.
Next. Oh, what you yet? Elective chief. The next week, Maka 18th Asema, so I'm jumping from the
18th July.
18th of July.
It's not 25th
July. The next 18th Aisha July.
Yeah, June.
Barely 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Barely 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Come and join us on that big one. That big one on the 18th of July. I mean, Mrs. Margaret Opoku Jemfi together with Opo National. They are doing this one for us. Yeah. Are the third boy to the Worcester chain.
This is Ghana for my also.
Exactly.
Yeah, community nafa.
Ya jabo so that ya njemfa ya jafa that is say consolidate.
Bega krebombe dwane ja. Na oh
yes, of course. You know, Martina Kroma, me cabrofo, me na Mustasia. It's for us. I used to be at Walmart. Every 3 people me should be 2 of them are Ghanaians. And that was a joy. Yeah. Now, I've stayed in a bit of other states. Some country, Worcester, you can't get it anywhere. It's why you Timono. Appreciate it. And not for Ujija. You're not born at Titano. Sign a Chichi crew. You're the Kumase, Takrade, Temania Deno. Once you come, everybody is a family. Join and
you might be lucky to have one or two relatives, but I don't mean the full complement of your family.
Now, once you do it, you also have 10 times fold. I mean, in that regard, we are calling everybody on the 18th. Come and join us. The 18th of July. Come and join us. Celebrate at the Indian Center. Me Gina Gate. Na me amasa ko inside. Into about this time, but I'm sure me didn't bomb my forehead. Into me and won't say manicho. The honorable Mamma can shine for we are Mr. No Diaba. Into me I'm be Gina no. No the triple M above me. So join us on the 18th of July. Let's celebrate. Let's adore. Let's make this child feel that I'm entering a community that is loved and I'll be beloved for the rest of my life. Everyone is invited. I mean, you can't say through invitation, you might be selective. Everybody, and as you say, we might not get to everyone. You're expecting everybody. You're expecting to be a sort of but I'm surprised. I'm saying surprising for Major Mike and make a tree, fancy. Sad trash I made a banana. More than can caliber. more than Kankaliba.
Now Eric say Ojidi say na Connecticut wo when na Connecticut.
Hey, Charles Takiteria was there. Charles Takiteria City, AK City for short. Now City also remember.
No way.
You want my heart to be broken. The last time I tried breaking my heart, I nearly ended up at St. Vincent. So I mean, the whole
City no. Na say Eric no maybe or say I think.
Yeah, na say I mean
I believe.
These are passwords. Yeah, but password to whom it may concern. I mean, City. Hey, now on the street. Yes, so mumu jina on my bomi so. This are my careful.
Anna Street, yeah, bow manuchu.
30 Anna Street. I will never forget that place. If even before I die, I'll get up and mention 30 Anna Street. No, my son, the hobby. It is City. They are. Eric, I've tried to avoid City this morning. What kind of City? What am I doing? What am I doing? But City there. I mean, Charles Takiteria. City for short. Go on. I see what the City bank show me to me show you.
Na me na go for buy. Eric na go for buy. Say me nim City crowd. The Apache Connecticut. Also called East Hartford.
Yes.
So it's Connecticut. So maybe that's what he's talking about.
Exactly. Let's take it like that.
Let's take it like that.
Yeah, Yamfanisa.
Or that is what it is.
Yeah, Yamfanisa.
Okay. Unity Radio 1039. It's Worcester in perspective. And yeah, the brem on a weekend. I try money course. So once again, the entire community Yadamwase beginning with Louisa and if we see a birthday bash and not Chikromomsi Omodamwase in Yaba Ohima Eye Armenia Cultural Center na India Center yesterday or say only Kunu John Ado see emphasize and Mamo Usa for dia moyeno Bobe Fremo individually no Adamwase Sanso Ena Yuniaba Salome any assemblyman and so Ayomaye our SDA almost see Yena Moase. It was just enormous. And my sister Rhoda and so called CPIC Nura Ekoto ne bedin Kuyini Bachelor on also see Yenda Worcester for Ninase or Damu na Bro na so Titru any CPIC church members, church elders, and of course Sofu Penny, Apostle Vasco, Brunini Sofu Mame or Damu Ninase. Okay, so Yamfa and no ensure na yamra me sportingly ye dia sadaka say ma big olu beauty mba ha hair salon super cleaning services and afi anochi chrome restaurant ena minya aya kokushus nyumno kura nka me mmo ne commercial ka me nye onu huru me anra
so but Ghana sold to us a beautiful game.
Was there?
I wish it continues for a long time. Was there? It's I say fairy tale. Unfortunately 3 more games to go, but this sustained interest. I'm praying Keto Kreku for a good moment. I think I'm happy with him. On the interest in the local game.
You are happy, Cesar?
On the my interest in the local game. And under his stewardship.
TNT has
under his stewardship. Under his stewardship.
Lumba here, Ashamiba America, USA, Minya Baby and TSA Unity Radio. Sana Miami Hubiamunyami, Simunyami, this your boy J Stone, live on Unity Radio. Captain Lumba here, Ashamiba America, USA, Minya Baby and TSA Unity Radio.
In as much as I would have loved to see Krobia win, the affirmative happened and Phobia deserve congratulations. Accra has for referee Daniel Titi, David Agbanyaga, Mamia Bankuma, Frances or Kotoko. Frances Kotoko.
I know local.
As you Shoes, you are watching the show live in Ghana. Big ups to you, Big Shoe. My idea, Bomba Basophobia for my idea. The beauty of being a sportsman and the art of being a good sportsman is to be able to concede defeat in good faith. Yes, sir. No about team number, the opposing team number. So, no catch on Sampa. You did well. You deserve victory today, but next time it won't be yours again. Arrows, be quiet and don't be silly. Now move it to me because you have dominated and beaten us. In perspective, Ghana's edition of El Clasico, we need to get time and dilate, get into this match. Phobia! Why yeah, Kotoko pasa anti-Efa brim. The player I've been talking about, Daniel Banya Friye, did the trick. He was a thorn in the flesh of the Kotoko defense yesterday, and that player has proven to me that he deserves a place in the national team. And I'm even trying to organize some fans to go buy him for Chelsea FC in London. Fantastic player, very composed on the ball, very talented. Hey, Ejatete 11.
This is your boy Jamestown, live on Unity Radio. Let me know, baby. And send me back America, USA. You never be and say Unity Radio.
Arrows, be quiet and don't be silly. We are the famous. Say met me officially, unofficially has a G League unofficially because you know that mathematics no kakra I can sit here and be Fox News and declare Texas and declare Georgia for Joe Biden.
Yes,
I can sit here.
Yeah. Georgia in Nevada.
Even though the results hasn't been certified,
yes,
I can unofficially declare Hasofoku winners of the 2021 Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
Hasaje.
Kotoko.
Hasaje.
There's still a lot to play for.
No, there's nothing.
Liberty and Drops are going on relegation.
What are you talking about?
They need 2 wins out of the 3.
No,
but
Messi Hasaje.
Wafa. They can beat.
Manucho, Hasaje.
Ombeshe Liberty.
You can say Hasenye.
That is my opinion. Ombeshe Dwarfs.
Only mathematics no. Kotoko. It's a Kotoko win your last 3 games. Kotoko winning last 3 games now. Mamenye mass. Kotoko winning 3 games now. Ese has lose bako. Ese has draw bako. How is that possible?
Everything is
3 games. No. Inti sanka yese Kotoko e winning bako has drop points in one of the 3 games. If the game ended in a draw, then the league would have still been on. If the game ended 1-1, Kotoko would have won the league
position
because of head-to-head.
Hey, that was 3 games in the Wumbu crowd. Liberty need was better.
Obeto bribe na. Who pay into bet live.
Why are you doing yache? Liberty need was
better. Yo, why are you a veteran? Nsana uba. Obeto mate. Ghana league ni ebono.
Majatum.
Yo. Enya wajatum is a fact.
Majatum.
It's a fact.
Maybe a Paul Lambantem. Mr. Tito.
No. You can't be Paul Lambantem on me. Messi Ghana league, you know. Messi Ghana league, you know.
Okay, Abraham, na me Paul. And
I'm so paying shame. Say me say
I disagree.
You can disagree.
2 teams score relegation.
Okay. I'm making a bold statement.
Liberty does better.
As a league, one beje. Who's one beje?
Oh, Kotoko in contention.
Wait. Kazuma.
Now there are 2 teams.
Your headline is Kotoko in contention.
I'm in contention.
Has a G League, you know. I'm making a bold statement. Who's why you Jumanache?
You say Dwarfs.
Maybe I crowd.
Dwarfs and Liberty become relegation.
Has a G League.
Dwarfs and Liberty become relegation.
Dwarfs and Liberty.
As good as selling with them.
Dwarfs and Liberty. Any Kotoko. You think they wanted to lose?
Media.
No. In boy, yeah, they are. You see, in 2 face Chelsea, Shea City, no. Edgy Champions League, no. City, come say, yema. Pep Guardiola needed a Champions League more than Chelsea.
Premature ejaculation.
No.
They can decide to come before the climax.
Pep Guardiola no here Champions League ni Chelsea because of all the accolades our G we are seeing now free Barcelona untimi nyibi okra da bia oka o si ade aka no ne Champions League
Mourinho ahead of
exactly ade aka no ne say o free Barcelona no obetumi the team for
Champions League
when team for Bayern anye enti City chance we no be aso beje he needed it more than Tuchel.
But what you need doesn't
because Chelsea expectation for the season no na Champions League in Kahon. What you say? But Chelsea beat him.
They will be any there. I mean,
Kotoko kobo born no no. Kotoko enim say onya 1-1 kra wa G League no betime secure league no. When timi inti okasa Liberty beko relegation enye dia wo pe.
Yo.
You see that is association football. Obi a ho oden so chen wa.
You have a derby to play. You have drops to play.
Yes, obi a na ho oden obi exactly my point. In as much as Liberty,
I'm not there yet.
Liberty because Liberty
I've not been started for play. You can decide to come. You've decided to.
But Liberty were 3 games.
Yes,
exactly. One has.
No, but that game should be played in the spirit and the light.
We need 2 no lose has.
On the Olympics is changing my heart. Only Odenke. I mean, we have
now has 3 games like Olympics.
No way. Liberty, dwarfs, sorry, dwarfs in Liberty.
And ye jemu. Manu to them make you into one. And ye jemu mau. A toda soon ne pe.
Me have a crystal ball. But I catch us has the show. There's no 2 ways. Kotoko didn't. No, me answer my crystal ball.
The analysis no. And I mean to me catch your play.
It's not over.
Has a G League.
Me say it's not over. They shouldn't celebrate too early. They should keep their rainbows in their room and wait.
Oh, so Monje, Open National, Mima make a declaration of unofficially.
Okay.
Say has a G League. Okay. It's a done deal.
Mate. When the veterans speak, we can only listen.
Yeah.
And come back when they fail.
It's a done deal.
Yeah. When they fail to you, come back and
the records are there. Has in Kotoko.
Yeah.
Emma Kotoko Mesa Munyi League. Has in Kotoko Bruni coach.
Kotoko since 2017.
6.5 years.
Exactly.
Kotoko 6.5 years. So
in the league,
yeah. 6.5 years.
Exactly.
And na Kotoko the Bruni, and I know Kasasimuha.
Yeah.
Bruni and you get into the game proper.
Exactly.
When they
go for tip top, the white coaches. So we say you didn't.
I'm telling you, sir.
They do basic mistakes.
Mariano Barreto na Kotoko supporters or Bayano or Asan. I can sit on this radio and say Wasa.
No trouble, no charge. Why did they bring him?
Wasa.
Because he was flying high.
Mariano Barreto now buy. I listened to an analysis from Otech Report TV. I think meaning some Sunday clip bro. Now analysis say Kotoko didn't know how to play from the ball from the back. Mariano Barreto buy no the defense has been solid and then Satam go buy no abom say 2 matches.
Yes.
Okoshe obo draw no okoshe 4-0 you know. Omoye analysis. Now he's getting the attack into perspective, and Kotoko will be a team to beat. And he can say, within the next 6-7 games, everybody will see what Mariano Barreto is doing. Lexical analysis of what Kotoko training grounds. I'm telling you on record for a fact. Say Kotoko coach Mariano Barreto Titihona. You see, the game is evolving. Titiho brains. Mariano Barreto Kofano be Black Stars. He team ends at time no.
Yeah, you know one.
Pep, where was Pep Guardiola? He was a player. Pep Guardiola now is the best coach in the world.
Yes.
Samuel Boadu, no. Samuel
Boadu.
I'm telling you, he's the best coach in Ghana now.
Tuchel.
He's the best coach in Ghana now. She me Kotoko ni maka me dey declare, but me try microphone him dey me fair. That is me. Ball and Rame share and Rame ne Kwami kese. You ukra na Kwami Yesu
Jerry Kwami
Yesu kasai and Kwami link das. You 100 Ghana ni nya start time so.
Exactly.
And you share ball ni bi. Me the 2 me TV so share.
Yeah.
Masa ball I share nra no. Untimi kan chem se Mariano Barreto ya de che Bashir Hayford ne Maswo Kunadu ne Adalo. One Kotoko players no crowd composure on the ball. The only player who say by now the passes Fabio Gama.
Bonus top.
No. Yeah, because he didn't play recognized striker. Sana dan kwaku analysis or start times enra. Sana Sana dan kwaku can say Barreto. If Barreto wants to win, he should play 3 top so they can drop to help in the midfield.
Yes.
It didn't work out.
Yeah. Now why some turns I could jopoko no?
No, forget about Kojo.
No, but they sold their recognized striker.
Fine, he's sold. Me and I don't want to cry over spelt milk.
Yeah, Kwami Poko is there.
Yeah, I think it's Kwami Poko. I don't want to cry over spelt milk.
No, by total analysis, that I mean, why I can also praise Kotoko say, I mean, virtually they sold one of their golden hens.
Manucho,
away from home.
Was he not sold before he took up the job?
So they didn't have that striker of a sort.
He's a one striker. No,
but he's a one striker.
Hasn't Kotoko been winning games?
Oh, but they don't have.
No, team there you can always have.
For me, I think they've done well. They played away from home for a long time.
Mariano Barreto, I don't want to use bad words. But I was very.
I think you are being too harsh on Kotoko, personally.
The
more I've read, the more I think they've done well.
I'm a big Olu beat and Baben Hessel and then get into the Kotoko has game. And then Facebook and no crown first topic at that. Yeah, and on the first topic, say Kwabena Yeboah blames Mariano Barreto for Kotoko's defeat against Asserts. I know that Census Coach Opela Boaje. And so I lexical analysis of why Kotoko lost, and everybody's blaming the coach. Onyadie, I didn't see me who Kotoko said. You know, sometimes
for me, so that lapse in concentration from the defense. I don't think Kotoko overall. Everything was everything was on point. You see,
game no one heavy. Listen, everything was on point.
Had to boba. They created chances now, but Median said they were not.
Kotoko she Manucho, and my game na me share. Call my brother Kwami Kesi and ask him.
So why 1-0? Why someone to me? Why didn't Has take their chances? John Hudson will take more chances.
No, Theo. Has got better chances.
Yeah,
I mean 50 and yet clear cut chances.
Kotoko should have been 50-50. Two great opportunities.
That's what I'm talking about. Even Nkabrochi coach there, Oba Adia Ghana players no omunya de any composure, any in haste to shoot. What I say? Who your coach? Deba kwa. I say. Who try to work on players any composure on the ball, especially when they get into the box. And now you Kotoko players no omunya baller. I'm hoping. Even look at the side chance Juan Ukra, even the August Ukra.
Yeah.
When him say
exactly. Why do you blame a coach?
No, Manucho. I'm not talking about the chance, and I'm not talking about has go. No, I'm talking about the total team play.
I agree. They looked a bit disjointed.
And game from the start, from analysis. To 4, you see Valasa Chipsa, TV3 for a guy friends. Kojo Fempon. No, not Kojo Fempon.
TV3. Michael Otieje.
No, Michael. Oh, Mirefi. No, Metro. Oh, Mirefi.
But you know all of them.
Yeah, Mirefi. Oh, on the BBC seminar. Sports journalism seminar be my meko ekobi at Mirefi anything. Yeah, is this a call? Yeah, one of the association's boss say and soccer and football. One of the
Kwami Banyako.
No, not Kwami Ban. Kwami Ban de seminar me.
Oh, say we boss went here.
Mirefi anything. Anyway, on an institution, I listened to all the analysis they did. Carto for the it's okay, Carto 4. Yeah.
Come Japan Carto 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Carto 4 was at the studio yesterday. Did and normally after it, Manu coaching radio, Kotoko Cheska, someone to coaching Sikakesia. They are wasting money. I'm telling you. Not joke. Me cry coaching Kakrebia Maya to level 6 now. I'm telling you from what I saw, you can lose a game. I'm not saying it's a coach who won't lose a game. You can lose a game.
His work to this point has been luck. I mean, just this one game.
You can lose just one game. And I know game when we share cry controversial say or no Akrabeka say penalty Ejima Kotoko cry. No one a doubt. I know I watched the highlights. Kotoko game on more these days and yet no credit me. Once a game ni bano Obia Kase has 9 games or moon lose say they are on form. Kotoko normally did has since this coach took over. Normally they go back and check. Normally they have same.
Oh, nice. About 4 points gap. 34 that time. Maybe near your was it.
And so we are.
Oh yeah.
And they were who leading the 4 points. And they were Baby sound 3 points. And so
because Hearts are on form and on fire.
And why can't Kotoko be on form?
9 games.
Why can't Kotoko be on form?
Oh, anyway, Mekai Wakasa man should be. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Kebia Toby is in man should be to me.
No, man, 1 year, dear. From what shut up. Who's a local games? Oh, there be so watch the highlight, but maybe in terms of a total team play.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, name's Ultimacia. You can lose a game.
I get you. You can. Kwabena Yeboah so analysis.
Yeah. What's the
squad near he's not really held it, and this is unlike Kwabena Yeboah. He hardly does that.
Yeah.
But this is a game. Kotoko lost from the bench. I mean,
you can lose a game and see, say your players gave their all, and they also even though Chelsea both City, you see later on, say Pep Guardiola change City were on us. So sometimes luck and
Imagine for that trader, imagine one pound more blame way. I mean,
there are some now cannot train Kotoko train now.
For the Menkai.
No, for the Kotoko but so much trader.
4 near the
4 no 4-2, but Master Jade to
No, but Kuroko Jayadi, one more I must struggle to pull one.
No, but I have to really commend Hartlefolk.
Oh yeah,
and comment, in every department of the game. Kotoko players, I was speaking with, was it Kwami or whoever after the game?
Yeah.
Now
one videos be the people Modi or hotel people. Videos,
and then the Ghana players
No, but you see, run up to the game, I think they were in a frenzy. I have some off-pitch videos. From now, what you are saying, and for me, I told you. When the two things on form in recent times,
David Agbanyaga say,
I don't remember Kotoko.
Oh yeah, one performancra. Thank you.
Yeah, one performancra.
Yeah, mami abadi ama one come den.
Yes.
Ma ya one performancra na make kana ni dia
ahead of them.
So our head, ni ba
beach soccer.
I'm the beach soccer. Yeah. Make us I was trying to tell say he's one of the
been a major proponent in
Yeah. He's one of the guys I respect in the industry. Yeah, was the host. And they put down Kwabena Yeboah, and Kwabena Yeboah system now cast a coach no more. That is exactly what the coach played, not playing a recognized striker like Pep Guardiola did.
So it was good. Or you think that Kwabena Yeboah also made fallacies?
Sort of a journalist. He's no man probable thinking. You don't know what some about do, but my point is a coach's twist tactics.
Yeah.
And he said Kwabena Yeboah the no kind and on a coach and also you had in mind and you played. Who say what do you do? You change tactics on field of play. What's the same? I feel okay. I was playing maybe 4-3-3. It's not working. Let me revert to maybe a 4-3-2-1. Mamimbo, Sunday first so you coach. Now the same system and you are playing, you are losing.
Because for me, it's worked for over 50 minutes.
50-50 balls. Didn't I make us say? Also, sometimes you can lose a game and say hard luck. It was just hard day.
Yeah.
So by when it is say has you composed then they could have beaten Kotoko 2 or 3. Yeah, almost so.
Said it.
Yeah, and Kotoko defense ni be Kwabena Yeboah can be boy. Yeah. Blocks to be a common and boabomo.
Mohamed Alassane.
Yeah, blocks to be and a common and boabomo.
Yeah.
Defenders need to be block balls.
Yeah, 50-50 balls. They were so
because
composed.
50-50 all the 50-50 balls went to us.
They could have committed a penalty simple. Yeah, I think defensively.
Coaching in there, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You see, I've been watching some of the games of late. But I share highlights near there. Also, me catch us a prior to Kotoko has game no. Has ball or more balls. I don't me catch us a ball or more ball near me fit.
Yeah.
Satiti ho ball na goalkeeper kura nya ball na hu Kotoko goalkeeper no me hu I stand to be my hu ball a onya ya otoma right back or left back to start an attack onya ball na no de mirika boom no abukum onya ya boom defenders everybody just ballowing the balls. Come on, they are better than this.
Yeah. I think it needs a relook. Maybe, but I mean, for some of the records, Hearts were more wins than Kotoko. I quite 36 and Kotoko 35, not 37 draws between them. I mean, for some time now. So Hearts are I mean, my main kind Kwabena Yeboah story never engineer no sooner analysis kakra. Now we have to applaud us. In fact, I was shocked that a player of Daniel Barnier's caliber. This is under 20 or under 20. That's a captain. I think
he's the top player of the Hearts team now.
But himself, Kotoko.
It happens, and they say
no, but it's interesting. I mean, it's.
I know they are time Ben Okoye. Ache.
They didn't write a date.
But sometimes it happens. I know they are sometimes.
No, but they needed to. I think the story was that they needed to give him time to really
And look at the say players are not justify any idea, and they are not sometimes I give.
No, but it's news. It's still news.
It happens even in Europe. Big stars go and they are rejected.
Arsenal had a chance with Hurricane.
Yeah,
no, but it's still news. It will be mentioned.
No, sometimes it depends on the players.
I understand you, but it will be mentioned that he went for her.
Oh, I'm saying, I'm not saying you shouldn't mention it, but I can say, I know they mean blame because it's icy.
Yeah.
Because players
Kotoko fans too are.
Players are.
They should have seen that potential.
Players are more justifier. Sometimes the only idea to me be rising later because of hard work.
Oh yes, I mean even defender Jaden Bebre or Barcelona. No, Piqué.
Manchester for Pamela.
Yeah, he was sad. But
sometimes, sometimes.
No, but you see, I'm saying
when they are rejected, they
are born. But it looks like this has team. He's the bright spot in there. I don't think they will.
It doesn't look like he is.
Until the effort against the Gun Cities, but he created a goal out of nothing. They could have easily not won that game. Maybe say he is that gem. I don't think that the whole team overrode Kotoko, but that boy is really too smart kid.
No. Apart from no.
They are 50-50 balls. Their composure, everything was
composure.
So much.
You see, coach is measured on how you instill composure because every game.
This is a game I think Kotoko could have easily drawn. I mean, if not that lapse in concentration, defensive lapse now, they should have drawn this game with all these things you guys are saying.
Were determined.
I don't think Kotoko should have lost.
I blame the defense for that.
Yes.
You started season win. Has were nowhere.
Oh yeah, true.
If to a point, Kotoko leading as 7 points. Has were leading like 7 points.
Yes.
What I say? Kotoko were leading has been. Now you bought top 4 no cry. Olympics ni Kotoko na press.
Yeah, exactly.
Now and has been that 4th. And I'm okay. So me ma league table one time. And I make say catch has for so so. Now Kotoko ni has first and second league.
It's been a 9-game wonder. The Hearts have been on a 9-game wonder. Omusha can fight have been winning and I took that way. So for me, I say Chelsea they just are in the form of their lives.
Kwabena Yeboah says Barreto's tactics were wrong against Artufuk. He's unhappy with the tinkering of the team. He believes the Super Clash was one-sided. I told you, it was just one. Has composure, the determination, 50-50 ball. Omunya ball. You see what I mean? Perhaps. I'll be, but when I sit before the mic, may a sports journalist.
But the thing for a long time, that's in those KG games, Hearts has that little impetus over Kotoko.
No, Manute. 6.5 years. You just said 6.5 years. Kotoko has intimidation Kotoko. On a has in dominate. Even the last game they played draw, Kotoko should have won that game. Last goalless draw, Kotoko go home. No, yeah.
But see,
Kotoko should have won.
A coach takes over a team. He's almost second, head to head with a team. I think they're being hard on the coach. The more I think about, I'm reading that. Go back. You think it's that bad? Kotoko, I'm third, second.
Check. Don't just check. You wait me check it. Time. One third, one fourth.
I cannot make Diamani Karela Munya way in top.
They were level on points.
Yeah, but they were third.
No,
third.
Third is third on level on points. They see a second with no Obiachu.
Do you think he died? It's not good.
He's a cake.
I think emotions are being.
We should promote our local coaches, Massa.
Emotions are being.
Emotions, Manucho.
Because
why am I prodding someone?
It can even win. It can even still win the league.
I
wish he could win.
Who say?
Coach,
emotions are some. Emotions are playing. Emotions.
Because you are 8th, you are 9th, but this is a coach in contention, almost winning the league.
Because your team
is almost winning the league.
Who team know that 8th, 9th?
I should sit here and Hearts can celebrate because he's behind them.
Hearts now can say 8th and 9th into Umba.
Yeah, of course, it's far.
Look at the contenders. Look at the 4 teams in England. You say it all the time. It's even excusable. It's understandable.
But with that heart, it's him. With that heart.
But Ghana no has ni Kotoko. Okay. Uba no Kotoko leading has. Me dey defeat. You see one team argument na.
I understand that.
Yes, has a one shen one yadio. You say having been watching their games, me share highlight. Omo game omo winning 2-1 now.
A game can
2-1 now is a controversy. But this is the biggest game of the land.
Yeah, I know.
And I know what can say. And I know what he say. Arsenal did tell Chelsea, double over or rival.
Yes, of course.
Bragging right. I'm
useless, but I'm not as useless as Chelsea.
You see, I'm not confused with Kasembi or sitting there open fans the any bragging right. But the point is, you can lose to us and still be proud of your team because us in your team get to Kotoko has any teams that can say me no Ghana. You can all say Chelsea can lose to Manchester City and still be proud of Chelsea. What I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool boy. First leg no. That time no Lampard. Now second week. Liverpool share 2-1.
Yeah.
N'Golo Kante share nice goal. Be nya penalty corner. Jorginho say no.
Yeah.
But we share 2-1. I was proud of Chelsea then, even though we lost.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, mami who say chances niantiki. That can happen. You can have ill luck in a game. But this game Kotoko played with Hasselhoff yesterday, it was rampant Has. It was dominant Has.
Because they are doing well.
Lack of composure.
Because they are doing well and they are good now. Yeah, why can't you take that thing from?
And you remember coach? If you know coach, now radio we some blame coach be
no,
because the opposing coach no
had run here. This run in now because they are extraordinarily good. Have you looked at that part too?
No.
You think they're not good?
I'm applauding Has. And yes, say
extraordinary. Take it to Africa.
Yeah, extraordinary. Be a good Kotoko Nasa.
They are outside in the form of their lives.
They are in the form of their lives. They are in the
form. Any coach against them.
A form is broken. Pep Guardiola know how many matches. Oh, your record in Europe.
So you think
he was broken.
You think the coach?
Manchester United Pep Guardiola bebo. Manchester team now ya bonkele.
Yeah.
But one shano won home 2-0.
So you think this coach should go? I think early days here.
I said so mo pamono. Onya there.
Pamono mo serious.
What are you talking about?
You are not serious.
Just opposite team in Sebe.
No, I think they should give him time.
No,
it's not a matter of me being it. Phobia. You know,
one time.
You know, I stand.
Phobia. Yeah, man, one time.
The coach has not been overall. He's second. I mean, what about team midway? Because the Papa Chini coaches are saying team no. Or no, the mechanics coaches be a this is the third coach. No, I rise the team to this ender.
No, go. Their research and I should be a coach in the before team no. Why no? Because we rise the team no. Coach you before Kotoko near the hand. Coach you the why your research. Yeah. Mami Abase Kotoko's only chance was what Jemfi's Emmanuel Jemfi
two chances I'm told.
The last one now when you chance now to mention
keeper
Puba.
Yeah, but keep on Puba no Sanchin.
That was the best chance.
Yeah, and
Kotoko first half see that's what I'm talking about, composure. Bro, ni coach there who ni she kra no composure they saw the more players. She has players no munya baller. Omo ball ni boom boom. Mr. Kotoko defender to minya ball no big no ball. Mr. What are these players thinking? Sana coach na chom just say who show mumu. Manu to what me point na say.
Yeah, I get you.
And who no mo di ball na who me delay wa high ba be show. Play from the back. Obi holle pass man. Football yet say won you contain.
Yeah.
No, when you ball boom no ball. Kotoko's only chance was the Jemfi's 1-on-1. They didn't make any clear cut chance. The host was Yampo. Oh yeah, Mamiaba. Say Manucho, it's done deal for us. Don't forget that our CEO is from Volta region and Big Chief. So forget it. What do you mean by that, David Agbanyaga? Just mo CEO from Volta region. Then if we prepare you for the football players now, but China.
But just a lot can happen. You come here to
Daniel Afriye Bania was fantastic and the coach did fantastic. Kudos, Master Samuel Bodu. 11 years Kotoko has been a thorn in our flesh in Accra. He's done well. Yeah. Until it's been 11 years old. And in Accra, but 6.5 years overall.
In a way to say, 2017. Now, Joy, we to say, Cats are beating Kotoko for the first time since 2017.
Yeah.
Until maybe I walk at.
No, in Accra, 11 years. And the Kumasi, the last time I has share. Kotoko was in Kumasi, right?
Yes.
That is the 6.5 years.
Yeah, my John line was fact to be say 2017 on Musha Kotoko.
Oh, Kumasi.
Yeah. 6.5 year, the league proper, and I say.
No, in Accra, no, Mr. Kotoko has intimate Kotoko
in 11.5
years.
Yes.
But our last win over Kotoko was in Kumasi, and that was the 2017. Yeah. In Accra, no Koto coaches Amasana also Amasa in Accra, Mubanya, we are draw the Ombabo. Now, Babe, and yeah, victory now has
now this season. So, in Shedan Lucy has to have the best home record, winning 39 points, was conceding just 8 goals.
Yeah,
in Accra.
And to me, my point in this, it's not just has beating.
I understand you are critical analysis of the team and how they played.
That is it.
That's why I understand you. I'm also looking at
tactically,
the overview,
and I'm happy Kwabena Yeboah saw it the way I saw it.
I'm also looking at the overview. That I mean, can we put
more permanent? The president of Sports Writers Association of Ghana has blamed coach Mariano Barreto for Asante Kotoko's defeat to Hasselhoff in March the 31 fixture of the Ghana Premier League on Sunday. Speaking to Hello FM, Kwabena Yeboah commended Hasselhoff for their performance and posited that they deserved more goals from the game. He however noted that Has superiority on the day was aided by Coach Barreto's decision and indecisions. He criticized him for deploying Brazilian midfielder Fabio Gama as Kotoko's main striker. He also lamented the continuous changing of the starting team and wondered why Barreto gave a start to Evans Adumako. Evans Adumako no mo bi o mo Kotoko bo bia. Na Kotoko ne has wako starting.
FA Cup.
Before the game, I said that there was no way Kotoko could beat Hearts, and the reason is that Hearts have been consistent in their last 8 matches in terms of personnel, as opposed to Kotoko, who continued tinkering. I don't know what is wrong with the team, but Barreto kept tinkering with the team. Any team that does well is a team you can easily define. Any team that you can't name their first 11 offhand or offhead is not in good shape. With Kotoko, Barreto keeps changing the team. You find Abalora in the post, and the next time it's Ban. I don't understand. You have Imoro, who was so consistent for Kotoko, for which reason he even gained invitation to the national team, and then he's missing. Apple comes on and Nete plays some game and he's dropped. I don't understand. Gama, for instance, is an absolutely brilliant offensive midfielder. He's brilliant in the heart of midfield, and then suddenly in the last 2 games you are trying to play him as a false 9. It does not work like that. Hearts were brilliant, but Barreto made it very easy for them. The selection he came up with, the deployment of the players, I don't understand. For example, Adumako has not been playing for Kotoko throughout the season, and then he plays for FA Cup. He plays one FA Cup and scores, and suddenly in a massive game against us, you play Adumako. He was missing completely. He spent too much time on the field of play. He has potential, but you don't throw him in a game like this. Okra and Kumi should have come on earlier. Kwabena Yeboah said Hearts dominated the game and should have scored more goals. Of course, I share the same sentiment. Kotoko were very lucky. Hearts scored only 1 goal. It could have been more disastrous. Throughout the game, Kotoko had only 1 clear chance. That was when the ball broke loose to Augustine Okra. Yeah, I think he wasn't.
He had one of the brilliant chances for Kotoko. He blew it. I mean,
no, if you play the right team, they create more chances. Chance be an but when you create Manchester City,
they come on, they get one chance.
Manchester City against Chelsea. Why people are blaming Pep Guardiola? Because only one shot on target.
No, you can. But then I'm just saying, somebody can equally disagree. For him to say that Evans Adumako could have been that missing piece of the jigsaw. I mean, it happens. Coaches play a trump card, and sometimes it's worse.
Okay.
Where I agree is that maybe he stayed on a pitch too long.
That's not okay, man.
He stayed on a pitch too long. I can agree. But for you to
how
say,
can he be the missing piece?
Oba no share in Swanke, but Haka say that was the brilliant one.
Can say they are making a brilliant argument.
Exactly.
Don't criticize any coach anywhere.
I will critique.
Pep Guardiola, line up. You line up. What's saying? You don't understand why one defensive midfielders
the point is that I have a right
Bernardo Silva, maybe
just like him.
Yeah.
But honestly, they say Evans Adumakumbo games into why play him near there. No, I disagree.
You did the same against Pep Guardiola,
which is also agreed. And also the point is that so the point is Oneka saying a sacrosanct that there was no need.
You're not
sacrosanct say playing Evans Adumakun was an error that was unpardonable in football.
Yeah,
I disagree.
A player who hasn't played, I don't know. And why did you say that Pep Guardiola, Bernardo Silva, or Kevin De Bruyne, and obo Riyad Mahrez, and obo Ike Gundogan, and obo Phil Foden? Why were you blaming him that one ball defensive midfielder? If those players who have been playing have been excellent,
but you had always played a Rodri, or there should be a defensive midfield. And Fernandino.
No, if those
that's
players,
what you were talking about.
Those players he played,
the Chelsea's real strength are the midfield.
Maybe if those players he played, only thinking was say. Or see on him say Chelsea can score all attacking. Chelsea should 2 or 5. And now I one can say or try to be too smart.
Everybody knew very well that Chelsea's real strengths are their middle. So
how's the strength
one so the point is that a player who has not really been playing is put in a game and the whole article is written that it was the biggest error. I disagree.
Manu Chodiasem now okay.
I disagree.
That's the biggest game of your life.
Yes.
Player with the whole season or more ball.
Yes, that is why maybe Samuel Boedu might not have plotted around him because when you say on Bobby, and it could have been. You see, unless you are telling me
Samuel Boedu might say Chelsea and so. Says this same analysis
biggest game you can never play.
No, Manucho. So this same analysis now I'll throw it at you. And then I was one can say Pep Guardiola, Chelsea Tuchel, and so Amploto say it be away about 5 offensive midfielders, holding midfielder. Also, why you criticize Pep Guardiola?
Why a coach to some extent as footballer in department to decide not to play anything central midfield? It's unheard of. And unless you are telling me that when you're coaching, you tell but you decide football, no CDM, no defensive midfielder.
Football are in department. At the same time, you play a game with players who are consistent, who are strong, your game behind the player the ball.
I disagree. Your game
behind.
If you are playing,
you are playing player almost board the whole season.
Or board FA Cups now.
FA Cup saying. Banko pen or share go. FA Cup game on board now share.
It is share or share and say best analysis.
And Timmy man criticize coach behind you. Say because say it me
for just 1 month.
No. Say Samanucho who kasa dia. And if no cray. Yeah, analysis wa men blame coach because the coach be anke fire kayenka.
Oh, some fire bet me blame.
And na blame na kasa anke fire. I don't know because Pep Guardiola dey so fire.
No blame no, but Obinsu bet me catch say it could have worked. So don't be too hard on him.
It could have worked. If it works,
then the engagement.
Uko coaching school. This is one thing. The catch say you play for results. If it works, you take the plaudits. If it doesn't work, you take the blame. Yeah. Inti say you ma obi amfa ho.
But yeah, Juma dia.
And Pep Guardiola a boss have 5 offensive midfielders. And or share Chelsea. And or share Chelsea 5-0. Or share Chelsea 3-0. Kawa better blame no.
I knew I can.
The question I mean.
I'll taunt him as a brilliant head.
Exactly.
It can't happen.
Exactly. And Tisana when so player on board the whole season. Kotoko has game.
Shankana because coach is good. He played Evans Adomako for year difference. You don't know how you that.
No, Manu Chotie. Sometimes
just say he playing Evans Adomako was the disaster. I disagree.
Why would you disagree?
Because he could have he had a trump card. Training here.
Why do you call him a trump card?
Because Obia himself be manabo. Technically,
no.
From all analysis,
no. We are sad. You're not just a coach.
And not from all analysis,
no. We are not just a coach. No.
From all analysis, what's your own Bobby? I am Bobby.
Daniel Barney free. Daniel has player no shego. Na Barreto nimso Bobby. I don't know I'm plotting because he was the brightest spot.
Yeah.
On my last games, I'm sure any me better. Friday, me better say he's the brightest spot in the house.
He's a danger man.
And I'm catch on the composure on your baller on money boom.
So you saw him as a danger man. So you saw everybody saw him as a danger man. And the point is that's why players like Etone, Drogba are being worshipped because they are the danger men and they are tough. When they go and get stuff, they get going. Coaches plot around them, but they are short, not really good. But because they are good, they will over you. But the issue here is that a coach decides to play a player who is part of the team and he feels that he can do the job better and it doesn't work. Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
yeah, because why would he put this player on?
I mean,
no. Main point is say you criticize Pep Guardiola on the same front for the selection. For the selection, Inti Kwabena Yeboah also feel say a player me cry no made them say me Evans Adomako na me checking the profile.
Yes.
Until say Kwabena be kan ya no pa na me read the article na me hu no.
Yeah.
I didn't mean me argument no only is not centered on Evans Adomako, but me who say on no so cry more ball ma Kotoko the whole season on but I'm say that is a total flaw.
You see, travesty of justice, NFL reverse analysis. So no so no ban no be share go na he would have written a brilliant article that if Adomako has not really played a lot this season, he walks into the team and he does the difference.
In journalism, so
why is he making it look like he made
in journalism? You know why did you also in Tinameka say the only Kwabena Yeboah analysis no Pep Guardiola no or boy without defensive midfielder if he had scored and had beaten Chelsea mercilessly. he would have come and sit here and applaud him.
Strength is the
once it didn't work, you came and crucified him.
I said, Fernandino, boy, bit of experience.
That was my plan. That was my main idea.
That was the perfect unbiased and that make your midfield look solid.
I hope you are listening to Mariano. Say Pep Guardiola.
About 5 outfield players. I'm going to say
and come say, oh, now think Albert Antony said the most brilliant, the most fantastic coach ever. But it didn't happen because he took
one player.
He took a chance. Yes. And it didn't pay off until you take the criticisms. And this is the same thing this coach did. This is the same thing because this coach took a chance. Adomako hasn't played in any Premier League game for Kotoko the whole season. He plays an FA Cup, he scores a goal, and you put him in this big game, and he flopped.
And it was bad.
You try Yeboah Basu, and you take the blame.
And
sports journalist
it was a brilliant one, but it's
no.
It's a brilliant one, but it's failed.
And if you know Clement criticizing Guardiola, Guardiola said it was a brilliant idea, but
the team cannot decide to play without a recognized defensive player midfielder.
Paul De Souza say, "Oh, stop the talking and support a better team." Phobia, the best. Yeah, has idea. Obiso, do you think Zaha will fit into? No. Kotoko here, Chelsea here, Zaha. We first Zaha there. The time I know beat him there about Chelsea. It's Arsenal. I didn't beat him and Chelsea. No, they say he have high profile players. Nana Kofi Abeka say Kofi Yesu. Kofi Yesu say Kofi Yesu will win the league for us. Kofi Yesu omo player back no. Yeah. No, na manu chupa we see has in G League no.
You say Amonje.
O say nkomo.
Amonje.
Yeah.
Because fate are not in their hands, but Amonje. I'm trusting these two teams to do magic for me.
I'll be honest with you. Say Kotoko.
Yeah.
If they want to build a better team, they need to find a local coach and sack this coach.
I disagree.
Coach Wenyade.
Coach Wey needs to be
coaching national team pa Bresu. When him said here, let me tell you, see, some of the coaches since I now say Mourinho now man for say the game has evolved, the sources and the tactics because the younger ones are coming out. They say Pep Guardiola. That's why I respect him. One much different definition of soccer. And he on Brighton coach, you know, Potter, for
Graham
Potter, for Tottenham Vop and also Uncle.
I didn't choose through.
No. I don't know. Say or feel say the project is doing at Brighton, or he wants to build on. Also, because this is almost the next England national team coach.
He's not
potentially.
If he's that good, he needs to jump the head and come to the top.
Coaches are becoming better now.
Yeah.
With ball possession, any playing from the back, any tweaking of tactics.
One full season. One full season. I think you are being too hard on him. Coach,
one full season.
Exactly.
One full season. Pep Guardiola said they already 5 years into me. Thomas Tuchel the 3 months abe. Samuel Bodu.
Some say Tuchel Makacho say next season I'll rate him. I mean, it's done well. Like you come with a different vibe. But next season I'm sure.
But one rating, yeah, they feeling.
I say
Champions League.
Conte started. Conte Papa can say next season.
No, but Conte is a good coach.
Yeah, but the next season he'll be found out because the 3 back not by no. It was a brilliant one. Nobody.
You see, that is the argument.
Coach. One full
that
season.
Is the argument you do. I'll go length to length with you because any coach biana one full season will be to a good team.
No, but I see what his players about 2 years no their project you could do. I'll see him Pamano. You know better than this. But Barreto, man, one full season. Let him analyze the team, get his own boys, and see what he can do.
Boys bang.
Coach this second.
What the best
it's just like telling me that Yensaki only and the Pamano. But I think they should have
you only. Maybe I know you better not can into him local scene. But I listen to sports analysts. Ghana, meti Saturday na no passe. Kwami kase kra kasa o kes benefit. Meti analysis no say na nyamo o ma nwe.
Yeah.
Say born na nyamo e be no maka.
No, but
meti all players. I listen to the analysis even Asempa FM. Obia say player for player in Ghana Kotoko were the best team.
I see.
But this coach, Samuel Bodu
before the teams may for a combined team, I could talk 2-3 players when I'm going.
Has players send call national team. National team has a go and check the local player calling list.
Player until we're here combined.
No, 11. Go and call the local. Has a cry. Got to a point. You're starting league. Almost say. Oh, nobody was even aiming they will win the league. Menu na more that. You're starting from God. No more that. And then they climbed up. You see, a player becomes a good player when the coach is able to get the best out. Daniel Barfour, I don't know why I keep. Bani, no, any other that.
He was there.
The whole season, when we say, you started season and no blossom ya ibon dinsa. You see, this coach came, he's transformed him. That is what I'm saying. Say, who your coach? Your friend is saying, as I say to me, I do thumbprint. Who bow ye bibi me? Who say no? This coach is developing something. We see a man one season, but it starts from developing. Or planting.
I think it's a rash decision if they sack him.
No, me them in case of Mumpamno, but me them so nyade. From what I see, Kotoko game almost say 2-1 and San Bisha has you. If you did watch that game, yeah. If you about goal scoring and winning, for you to
technical,
for me to see, say no, this coach has lost this game, but our potential of building something special. That is where I look at the whole scenario from. But from moment,
not playing a tactics is also a tactics. A team loses 1-0. No, but you see, a team loses 1-0 from a goal from brilliance.
And they're not playing a defensive midfielder is a tactics, and that is a tactic.
Agreed, but I don't think this team was overawed. I mean, one brilliant moment the guy showed.
Me see, no one should top form. What highlights? What's up? The entire game, the energy level of the energy. No, sacking him doesn't mean Kotoko cannot lose. You see, that is the problem.
No, you lose.
You can build something. You lose one miserably. Only has ball first leg.
No, but
maybe only has ball first leg.
So
they see Adia Kotoko yet to me keep for 11 years. I'm saying crying that will be breaking 6.5 years. Oh my, and the coach.
Oh my, can't say but this coach will do the job.
So be on send my medasepa on send my onya de go and listen to Coach Opele breakdown and now why
book him coach
na book analysis now so
say book I agree but book him coach there
see so every book near the back
Najima no Opele among teams were Ghana sir I mean we saw them
the fact say when to me and yen ncha say when to me analysis say we analysis but we coach say me analysis
exactly but say me I don't speak from a coach's point
of view. You don't have to be a
from
coach.
A viewer's point of view. Analysis.
You don't have to be a coach to know the
game. Sometimes I listen to you because we can coaching and realize oh yeah, he speaks some detailed coaching. No,
but you do fantastic analysis.
Yeah, but viewers.
And your viewers. No, we have people we call analysts of the game.
Then as good as telling coach, you want to be coach.
No,
yes, you have to learn the basics. Yeah, exactly.
So yes, sports journalism. Oh yeah, Alan Shearer, Monet.
Yeah. Gary Neville, Monet.
Gary Neville cried so I coach. Akwai BBC match of the day, friends. Leicester City akwai almost share ya run home card deputy. Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Gary Lineker munina. Even look at Michael Richards now.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a coach to be an analyst.
I got you.
Yeah. You are a fantastic analyst.
Yeah.
You can break the game down from defense, midfield to attack. Tactics a coach should deploy and what they should do. You don't have to. But the fact is,
the coach's imprint will always still be there too.
Oh yeah, there.
Coach signature.
There. You can do something out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Na ya boy, but so said the say Pep Guardiola dey okoboye. Say FIR. Unim senko dey another philosophical coaching. Tactical ball. Where no make us say fire. Where sometimes
can't na bomb
you have to invent. So my point in this
it's not serious.
Not Mourinho cry Euros here in analysis
That's another one.
And so a man for dinner time. Oh yeah.
Another one.
So sometimes into what you hold there. I agree with you. Ni say Bronisi is easier said than done. But if we do that to them, we wouldn't be analyzing anything.
No, you analyze. But at a point in time, you cut some slack for the coach. I don't think that this.
Pep Guardiola,
Jorginho can't take in a bomb. Who crowd me with a master Rodri or Fernandinho? You need a half their effort because these people will control the boss the midfield. Another
thing you have another thing you have to also not forget. They say Chelsea need City bought 2 games. But defensive midfielders, but they lost.
No, but this is a one-off game.
Yeah, and now say FA Cup, so one-off game.
It will even be worse if you don't play there.
FA Cup semi-final, it was a one-off game.
I agree with you that Fernandinho, old as he is, 30-something, man, 1 match per year.
Almost 1 year contract.
I mean, don't talk about him. Pep the end, I make it for me. My interest is a player who has not really played much, being deployed in a big game. No, because it's the worst thing he's seen. I mean, sometimes that is where I have my little issues. Coach Yeman is just a simple 1 more season. If it doesn't work well, like we all say here, Yeman 1 season, that's an year. the same person. I'll come and sit here and talk about it deeply. But as it stands now, there, for him to be under so much stake. I mean, let's move on. I mean, I want him for a full season.
You think? You see, this is not the first game he's lost.
Yeah.
Since Kotoko, right?
Yeah. But this is the biggest.
Have you seen? Yeah, this is the biggest game. But this is not the first game he's lost. But have you seen the backlash from all the media gurus?
Yeah.
Kwabena Yeboah, Opele, the Kotie, the Joel Akais, and Bright Kankan, but Masa, there. You can lose a game.
The whole bus of Kotoko faithfuls.
You can lose a game and be a good coach. You can have bad game. You can, but I won't say there are some signs you look out for, especially if you have the tactical knowledge of the game.
Yeah.
On players' composure, you play to your game plan and your strength. Oh, as a who share boys anymore. I don't know the pep talk he did before the game, but Kotoko players, you could clearly see some so born they were panting on balloon balls.
Because there's no time and pushing.
You can do it. Me say the way your first topic
and
of
pushing it.
The biggest game in Ghana.
I wouldn't put all this on the coach's doorstep. That players composure. The players themselves too need to be bashed.
Why is everybody praising Asenso-Boakye? Tell me.
No, because
until I catch us say this same Barnier player was there.
Yeah.
Daniel Barnier
transformed him.
Yeah, he's made him. And you know, and has place. Me anymore with them say Kofi Yesu someone.
Obin Junior, they have this.
That will be Baku Pry.
Yeah.
He has top most players. No, he started Baku Pry. O Pry obe film no side ko ball free kick. And was sprint or I'm just sprinting and then or in terms of say muscle problem.
Yeah.
Baku film to no film. No commentators and say it's a big blow for us because I'm so omo can ban here who anymore na mo ha adwen no. O film they lost one of their topmost players and still they dominated the game as all department. How Kotoko defenders no. Just look at Barnier go your shay.
Just a defensive lapse. The player, why was he there? We shouldn't be on. They had set the trap. But he alone was there. 3 hard players that upside trapping him.
Coach,
that's why sometimes maybe we say beyond the player now it switched off. I didn't necessarily blame him because where this player was, I saw it off. No Jinaho. I saw running.
So yes,
he was standing there near Bob Bonamano. You were there.
Yeah. So yes, no, but so yes, idea.
Or running bank also he took.
So yes, idea. Then at what point do we blame a coach? You see, you can get a goal out of nowhere. They said he has.
Me I blame a coach whereby I show 2, 3.
No.
Make camera like you say your tactics is defenseless. You are not finding answers. No antidote. They are outrunning you. They are creating chances.
You can lose a game. Ubetima lose a game. Be a 3-0. Eh? You can lose a game 3-0. Now Obiya who say more good day because more ball create chances. But ill luck can happen. Na team na fa Obi okro counter. No what they are show. I don't just say coaching in your but you can lose a game 1-0 and count yourself lucky because the opposing team didn't take the chances and they dominated the game. Hey, Chelsea, I'll give you this example. Chelsea, Barcelona, 2012 semi-final Champions League.
Yeah.
I call look at the game Barcelona played. Inti anono unka say who was there? Pep Guardiola, right?
Yeah.
Unka say Pep Barca. What I say? It was just a day Chelsea were lucky. Share almost share 1-0.
2012 then.
Yeah, 2012 then almost share one first goal. And then they got a penalty. And then we got a player sent off. Unzo almost share 2-0.
Yeah.
And then Ramirez pull one back.
1-1 answer.
And almost share 1-1 and 2.
No 1-1 be 2-2 cry. Na say na almost share 1.
No, 2-2 in the last minute.
Exactly. Now 1 team almost share 1 then became daunting for them. They had to score 2 more goals.
Almost share 2.
Torres go share 2-2 then.
But what I'm saying is that day, you can't blame.
Ramirez goal was very crucial.
Yeah, I mean, but Matuas you. But then we can say we can't blame Pep. You can just say Chelsea maybe were destined to win the Champions League that year because almost about 70. Chelsea was a 20-something% of the ball.
Yeah.
Barcelona ball say almost 70-something%, 72 or so of the ball. They scored the first goal. They had a penalty. They had our player sent off.
Only composure.
No, the penalties there. Roberto Baggio, when he was the world best, or penalty for him. Messi, the crowd they say, or the ball post say.
Yes, I saw.
Or both for him. Penalties there. As I'm watching, the penalties there. Sometimes the moment can. But the main person I'm say 10
Bruno Fernandes
10 against Chelsea.
Fernandes
10 against Chelsea. Into me crown possess the ball. Sometimes you can lose a game and still be proud of your team. But you can lose a game 1-0.
I'm proud of this.
You can Manucho, don't make Kotoko fans angry.
You
can lose a game. You can lose a game and realize it's a game now mulusu yano. Mu 3 year 1-0. Because Kotoko 3 year 1-0 and right.
Oh, they could have,
and that is exactly what Kwabena Yeboah
could have. You calling 1-0 and calling this game. This is football.
The Kotoko chance they had. They already down.
Chance.
We a chance. Now has a chance. So many chance.
So this is football. So I don't see there.
And if you know, okay. Say the audio. We say football. They are amateur. Oh, something.
I will give him one.
I'm
proud of this coach. I mean, Kotoko fans can be.
What the TZ and
TZ. You see when Kotoko loses to Hearts, I'll break loose all the time. Sana here Kotoko we lose it to Hearts. I mean everybody is so furious now. It comes with it. People connoisseurs now they now coaches now they never been. But I don't think they overrode personally. It's remember the mention kakra. Now Kotoko say Kotoko league now. You see it will push into their faces. Mama kana coach why big. I mean football is full of eventualities. Bibi abetu Messi.
Internet they don't know say. And if you know coach bia book coach bia chama coach we there coach of football in eventualities.
Yeah, of course. I mean coach we
say that Manucho and they will declare say he has ceased blaming coaches. Football is full of eventualities.
I think that
but you analyze what happens.
I think that it was just a switch off. Not the goal on the by the brilliance.
The
player to once I love about him, the 10 years so superb. I mean,
even if Kotoko had won the game, yeah, I would have still come and tell you the same thing.
No, but you will winning now blame coach. It's up to you. No, you will listen to you, but you see, then okay, Kotoko will win and you still come coaching in Yadi.
No. I mean, see, what I'm saying is
at the end of the day, it's a bad day.
So coach build it be special, and you winning. Coach beat me started team. No lose, but you see signs.
I see signs
of building something. Time Pep Guardiola by England and the first year, English media no blasted the whole world. They will say catch and say England on successful. On your deal England. But people say no. The first season was tough for him because England we are not known to play our tiki taka, but he's working around the thing and it will work out. And he did prove everything right.
This coach
will say, Pep Guardiola no. Didn't you know lose first season no pa and the pundit were saying now but he stuck to it. And but coach who so ye BBO. And mama pe has coach na sem no. You see has can play start start to build up from the back. No mu boba. Omo midfielders ninya baller they hold on to the ball, look for omo enipa no ma pass.
It's not that the players are good.
Yes, you think that you see, and until I may be so say, and yes, same has team we are na able league no. Ana Kotoko leading 4 points and Zana coach in the Befano. Is it not the same team? The coach has made the difference. That's why you see brilliant coach and one who is not brilliant.
Wow.
That you see a coach who for team now. Pep Guardiola Pam Frank Lampard. Thomas Tuchel be for team no. If you are good, you are good. You don't need 10 years to prove you are good. Thomas Tuchel be for team no.
Hey, there's some about the Pam now.
No, you see, I don't know say you can have
you are good, you are good.
No, you can have Manucho. Pep Guardiola had some bad moments this year in the league. It will maybe or join the top 4. But it never occurred to City to kick him out. Yeah. Because a coach be out to me slump. Utuminya bad moments.
Barreto is good.
Or buy a consistent results ben Utuminya. Mami coach will buy a consistent results. I want to
do that for you.
No about draw china, no lusu, no akoshe, no about draw. Mami consistent results. I'll buy wenya. Give it to me
tomorrow.
But some Bodu came from nowhere. He stamped his authority on the house team, and I'm just in love with that Daniel Barnier free. I wish I have money, and if House will sell him to me, I'll buy him for Kotoko. Fantastic player. But he was there. That's my point too. He was there.
Yeah.
But by all the Obeyeno.
I agree.
He's a good coach. Samuel Bodu to me this year, even though he came halfway, right?
Yeah.
Someone Premier League coach of the year.
Hey, because why? I mean,
now why never man?
We ain't going him.
Say no be a bona. But I'm no so my same way. He was very stupid with his actions.
Why?
And that is what I need Ghana Football Association.
No, but
discipline committee.
I don't know what it is, but he told me this game should have everything you can dream of.
Yes, sir.
It's a game now. He said, baby.
No.
It's a
unofficials. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. I don't know the Wanyadi.
I'm a lawyer. I'm his lawyer already. Tell me what he did.
Wanyadi.
What did he do?
Enra, he was going on the field. Not baby, 18-yard box. On BBC, he was right. And fourth referee, no, you can't go there. No, shout to. You see, that is where the FA on say your league nibe grower. England on they be England referees they make a lot of stupid mistakes. Yeah, but the FA protects them because Ebasa and my teams are confident in them, and my referees also feel protected. Into Buama game to grow, but where a coach can insult and intimidate a fourth referee on the field of play, sir, he should have been charged and right today for misconduct.
My position on that. I mean, yes, he should be charged. Yes, what he did was dissented.
It was very dissented.
The point is that it was the biggest game and everything was what happened on the day.
Listen,
I'm somebody, but I don't see why. He will be charged, but he doesn't take anything from there.
Oh, you're point. Biggest game, no, they say. Kotoko has players. No man, brow.
Coaches opportunity or park.
No man, brow. No man, crash. Na yefe. Na coach no more burning Marino and Asenso-Boakye hit him Marino now. But he was Yamana got scot free. He got charged. Yeah. Those things can happen, but not on unofficial. You see, officials.
The difference is that he will be punished.
Officials,
he should be punished for what he did.
That's my point.
But that's part of the game.
When Kotoko coach brawler. Then I like it. You see, it sparks the tension and
No, the point is that it's a derby and you enjoy.
Derby are only refereeable.
Punish him, but it's still part of the game.
Punish the referee for why?
No, punish the coach for dissenting, but it's all part of the.
Don't sit on radio.
No, I said, man, okay. Sit on radio, na brawl no way. Then I should call it they shouldn't brawl.
And you
don't decide that.
Chelsea,
it should be a coach and a coach for to make it beautiful.
Chelsea,
coach and anybody can have a very good brawl.
No, Chelsea, Aston Villa. I said, men are making. Chelsea, Aston Villa.
Me preach say, oh, me person me they should. No. It's a derby, but everything should make it beautiful.
Derby, coach. Why are you defining a derby?
What's it?
Why is it a derby?
Oh, the greatest rivalry. It's
the greatest rivalry. Referee now in war rivalry. That's why I said derby. Between Kotoko and Haas. That's what I'm saying. Say Haas players need player. Kotoko player. Normally, Kotoko ne Haas.
That's what you wanted to see. I wanted to see a referee.
When you are going wayward, you are going to a territory, a location where you are not supposed to, and the fourth referee is trying to draw your attention. No, you can't go there. Now to turn said the referee not time on our camera, so the whole and then. Nothing gets done. That's what I'm saying.
That's another
they
story.
Have to discipline him.
Exactly. Nothing gets done. No, it's another story. But what he did there, it's all part of the game.
No, my point is, Anameka said, you
have a right to be saying
Mourinho, You look at the fact that he did it and it happens doesn't mean it's right. So you tackle.
I never said it's right. That's why I said he should be punished.
Yeah, you tackle him first. You condemn the act, and then you talk about the authorities.
The act, I mean, then the act and can condemn it. The players will fight a condemnable act.
But the referee,
then you don't have to see what my issue. They don't have to support a coach and a coach. Coach and a coach fighting. It's still condemnable.
Where I got disappointed too was the fact he said. When the coach did that to the fourth referee, I expected the fourth referee to signal to the referee.
No,
to come and show him a card.
He's emotionally very intelligent. He knows the passion and everything that follows the game. He does.
What are you talking about?
It's called emotional intelligence.
Liverpool, Everton. If you want to be intelligent, you be intelligent in the stance.
Exactly, but some people are on him say it's a tension game.
I'm just saying, sir.
They should punish him.
Ghana referees.
Can say 1 yard in punishment.
Can't charge him for misconduct.
1 yard, but it's part of the game. But punishment.
If it's not part of the game, what will I say? Sir, it shouldn't even come from you, the coach. You know, there are some things you don't do.
There's a house.
No.
It's not about that.
These are some of the things that lead to supporters referee because if they see you, the coach, doing it to the referee, how much they support?
elder.
No, Jaisaza now can. Yes, and yes, I has a shanty na bibia positive.
Why? I'm not positive.
No, Adi and Yan.
Kotoko coach and Constituencies Katia.
No, Adi and Yan. No,
Kotoko Barreto.
We're educating.
No, we're educating. I didn't just say, you're educating them boxing. I feel boxing should be scrapped out because why should people fight each other?
Okay, boxing.
No, you see,
yeah, there are rules to everything. Boxing and top. And then there's some major
educating doesn't mean I don't have the right to say it's a derby. So some of these things is allowed. At the end of the day, punish him.
Referee
punish him for what he did. But what he did is still part of the game. Coaches do them, and say I'm punishing now. Now I have a problem that you grow a game.
See, I don't know.
But or no, he feeling embittered and he feels he's cheated and he wants to go there.
Says, oh wow, what led to the incident? Also, how many embittered and
no, the point is,
you didn't watch that part. So I agree with you. It being part of the game, and Kotoko has had it. It being part of the game. It being part of the game. No say the perpetrator should be commended. And American, it happens. It's serious. Now you bought nipa nechi. And then we call on authorities to punish. But
that's what I did.
See, I was say,
my bonechi by part of the game.
Was one bonechi be?
My bonechi I'm saying punishing. Because say
authorities in punishing. Now part of the game.
Yes, but I should be punished. Tempers go high. People, these are men. They sometimes that's why they are rules of the game. You decide to do some of these things, which you will be punished. I'm punishing her. Then you have a cause to say that you are not growing our game. What's he doing it today? I mean, if he feels embittered, why not? That's why we are men. Corner will be trouble. I said, "Yeah, part of the game." And maybe I call me a tyrant. I enjoy actions in game.
I think that that is one aspect I would want the FA to take it up. And yet has coaching. These things have been going on for a long time. You see, and again, and so yeah, supporters now they take your friend is saying away from except from such happenings. If a supporter sitting somewhere sees that the coach is even disrespecting the referee, shouting at him, then me supporter the coach cry.
Dissent all the time. Don't so we
have to
dissenting in football is not first time it's happening in football that someone is dissenting.
Why are you talking like that?
I'm talking like that because
first time
the coach got ahead of himself and he was acting.
Did I ever say this is the first time?
No, the first time I said don't let it seem. I can say why am I
making it seem?
Exactly, say coach now dissented too much, man. Young punishing about what he did. It's part of the game.
I don't know. So Pobi, na so yeah, there, and yeah, correct.
No, I don't have a problem.
The fact that we love the game, referee, you can't be disrespectful to the coach.
So what happens? To the referee, what happens? You are panicking.
You condemn the act of the coach. Morino,
I will condemn, but it happens.
If it's bad, why are you saying you're making it seem his first time? No,
condemn Bessie. You can condemn us, but you see, we can condemn us. So what's the point?
If
the point is that Manicho, but you see, you can that is why you have police.
So the person who did it there, you're punishing. So we shouldn't talk about him being a stakeholder in the game, a coach for that matter.
He didn't do well. He should be punished.
This is what I expected from you.
It happened.
If it didn't happen, we'll be
talking about for me was what I've told you. It didn't do well. It happened, but it's normal.
If you're analyst of the game, you don't want the game to be brought into disrepute. Say coach here ash game. Why are the Mourinho Ekokontokwa even in a Champions League game? Only Pep Guardiola Ekokontokwa ni ade. Everybody loves the game. Football and boxing. I see you condemn the character. So you should know better because you are a coach of this
kind of analyst. I'm not analyst of the game.
I'm not analyst of the game. Politically correct.
Capo, I'm not analyst of the game.
Politically correct.
What he did was so normal.
Politically correct. I know you very well. What is that? You move on now. You are at a minimum. I said you don't have to tell me, but it's okay to be. I don't got them. You have to be. Maybe Kotoko Makanti. Phobia, congratulations, Phobians. You have done well. You deserve the 3 points. I think the coach of Kotoko gave you the 3 points, but nonetheless, you were the better team on the day. Has your bomb Basumaya there? Kwaku shoes. Jasa test me Ghana and what? Kwaku shoes. Why? Oh, Ghana has to tell Ghana. Wash them in today. Moya dear, bomb Basso. House of Folk were simply better today and they deserved the victory. Kotoko, better luck next time. But if you can beat us again and win your 3 matches, you need to pump this coach. He's not good. Okay, Marucho, quickly. Belgium out. Portugal. Ronaldo, defending champion, out. And a big game coming on. England versus Germany.
I think it's a game I've been looking for. I've always wanted this one, but quickly on, Portugal. It's an unfortunate one.
My info to just Spain, Utim, almost from 1-0.
Oh, Spain,
21 minutes. Croatia show 1-0.
Interesting. I'm sure that team, but they came with a relatively very young team this time around, and coach Enrique did made a lot of basic mistakes.
England rather. Sorry.
Tuesday,
Tuesday. Tuesday. France and Switzerland. Into national team back N'Golo Kante, France.
France, they are titles. And there's no time to
just look at Belgium. Finally, Perineum from Perineum and the achievers.
But they still not achieved. I mean,
Holland went home surprisingly. Czech Republic 2-0.
It's quite unfortunate, but I think they let it early 13th minutes red card, and I think it took a toll on them. But not to take any.
I'm first started the deal. Not do a Dutch legends no me analysts in their blasting on.
Yeah. For what?
Almost in the conduct, any only players, maybe. I mean, the way he was issuing out instructions and a whole lot, people are fighting him.
There are always cracks in every team, and there are cracks. Once you lose, then the cracks become deeper. I don't even a building crowd on, but there are cracks on the building. But once you lose,
so still a studio high mission. Wow.
So once you lose, there will be some of these things. I think that for everything. You don't take that from Czech Republic. I mean, they've done well. They've proven themselves. But an early red card took something away from the game. They will always have some of them. If you say that sentimentally, people will be worried that at least they will see beyond just the results. If you win, nobody will talk about it. But it's unfortunate for me. You can perennial and achievers are Netherlands. I mean, they've always almost been like this. I mean, the time they don't even qualify for the tournament proper, especially the World Cup near there. But they are brilliant from the days of Gad Davis, Frank Rijkaard, Ruud Gullit, they were so brilliant players. But more effort at tournaments. Maybe they have golden generation of players, but they've not been able to get a full-blooded team to really be getting the results for them. So it's an unfortunate one.
That's for
Denmark too, I'm happy for them. I mean, down in Wales 5.
It's 4-0 convincing.
Yeah, exactly. A repeat of what happened in Sweden 92. They be you write them off at your peril. I mean, but it'll be interesting for them to play against Belgium near the end to bring an interesting pairing in that. So you see how it goes. Okay. I think so far so good.
We also see a breaking news be from goal.com about Mekosha Arsenal in talks with Benfica over 7 million Tavares. Me say Arsenal cry muguni penmas.
No, but because the player is cheap, or because he's not a good player, or because nobody's talking about him. What are you talking about? Who is Daniel Barnier Free? Who was he? He even filled a trials at Kotoko. But it's not the most mentioned player. People are even saying we should ditch. Callum has
and if you know quick, to house should buy Arsenal should buy big if they want to compete into say may can be a man
Papa back could be a frame, but it's saying I saw scouts enough for Papa Nibi.
Okay.
I mean for everything I had that brilliant thoughts for Barney Free and people are even saying you don't need Callum Hudson Odoi. If this boy is there, we can groom him to do some of this wonderful job. I think that early days yet, but that's what the talk, and it's work the talk. Before the game will be a Bokani, will be a Bonidi. And he was the one who really created this one. Now, the answer for me, Tavares, and I'll read about him, but don't.
Oh, 7 million.
Edu we now
7 million.
Maybe I just yempe some kebi because Bema don't offer. You choose a woman to marry. She said that's the level of Bema. One of the choosy about there. You choose fine. About if they don't come, if you want money and I don't come looking for you, how will you marry me? But Bema, they have the choice.
Bad whoever, Bema.
No,
but long list.
But you still have a choice between Amabano. You don't have a choice between me and Membai. But I made them more choice to go and look for the one I want.
And okay, world now that's what
and they say I'm sports for choice. I mean, mom there maybe you be able to have a payment. Mom there Michelle morally very weak into be to have a payment. Mom there Michelle that Michelle any problem. But the point is that na joke. But the point is that at Chelsea now are privileged position, so they might not go for some of these players. But I think it will not be bad. Arsenal needs to do overhauling. The engine is too weak. And when I hear things like that, personally, I'm happy. We need to overhaul the team. But there, you can be sad for us. I understand. I mean, when you assess on cloud nine, you don't really care what's happening.
Everton fans, I call Rafa Benitez fee at the flag. Akoboho.
Some
penal. I know. Police investigate. I know you're just
the rivalry beyond measure. But
police investigate report of Banner threatening ex-Liverpool boss. And you just Banner almost threatening. They say we nimno pending kwandia.
The things you say always come back to haunt you. I support Pochettino to Arsenal. Some of these things it should be very different. Mourinho to Arsenal. It's only Sparks said sometimes you have to be guided. But so rivalry too is there. You expect the coach to be the major frontier in this some of these fights, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for him. I think Rafa will be a very good fit for Everton, but happenings of the past has really culminated into this bad one.
Semi round of 16 Croatia Ongo Simeon and I share no home Spain into your own go I share no home against on one mind. Into Spain that form 1-0. They've played just 26 minutes. France
I'm not surprised.
France and Switzerland in Super Bowl later 3 p.m. Into and only Euro games are also and but Belgium are qualified to the quarterfinal as well as Czech Republic. Belgium Eshe Cristiano Ronaldo Portugal 1-0 and a Czech Republic
Torgen Hazard. I see the bad news is that Kevin De Bruyne had to limp off now. Hazard also had a late, so that is where I get worried for them. But even at the World Cup, they get to the semis, so you can't write them off. Like they do well, but where
Aston Villa Arsenal did second bid about Arsenal so for Smith Rowe £30 million sterling.
No, you must reject. You not sell him. No, are they wanting to sell him and the price is the issue?
No.
Why will you continue going a woman who doesn't like you?
Bid.
Why will you try a woman who doesn't like you?
I'm going to take a 25 by and almost 30 hours.
No, but I had to say, Arsenal saying the money is too small, or because I don't think they should sell him.
I see the stance has not put off the Midlands. Almost someone turn, but still, Uncle Funny pushy. Someone him say, I'm pushing increases scanner. They think they might lose Jack Grealish, so they want somebody who can handle the ball.
It tells you how Arsenal has sunk low. I mean, a very good afternoon to Mr. Kofi and Mr. Shoes. I mean, when they hear some of this, how do they feel that Aston Villa badly wants one of the young talents? No, but the petulance, bring for the petulance. Why would they even think that Arsenal should sell this their young chap? Why would they think about it? On your player saying, "Is that a sarcasm about on your player?"
Question and bizarre.
Yeah, why are they not trying Kante? Near the I'm Kante.
I'm better to me to Kante. 30 nearly to Kante.
The Kante to say.
To Kante 30 million.
Everybody has surprised. Mention it. So I say.
Just me through. I'm the 25 and I'm the 5 account. I'm up no. Now Kante who better na say one in 150 column.
I think it shows how Arsenal has fallen for them to even think that Aston Villa can think that money is enough to woo one prospect for Arsenal. It's a prospect. I don't think that it's achieved much.
Okay, so Yamfa Sports needs your sports chair. I think people understand us. The biggest game of the country, Ghana, was played yesterday, and of course we needed to devote more time and talk more about our game. Phobia. You deserve the league crown this season. Media medical say unofficially may declare us winners of the Premier League. Manucho say no. Kotoko are still in contention, but that is me.
There's still a lot to play for.
How me here online betting live nanko bia TV. Say me say has agility.
I still believe in miracles. I still believe a pastor can turn water to wine in my generation. I still believe.
Okay,
I'm yet to see.
Okay, and Danny answer quickly now with the next 32 minutes or so. Far break into all the stories we have, and now by unit is any Kenika or Yamabruno.
Yes.
Now, there's like I say, Madanko African Market, KM Raf Roofing, Rashida Financial Services, and a Vernon Women's Health Services. Dr. Kwami Amponsa, Ghana for Manning in Amombrano. Now, say the when you come near. obey a primary doctor, a gynecologist, a obstetrician, intibra na on show no CSU na bibian konkan. Odo mami free Ghana Baha. Now he a primary doctor mana. She Dr. Kwami Amponsa. He's a surgeon. He's everything a doctor can have. Friend, 508-459 2706 508-459-2706 na any Dr. Kwami Amponsa enkasa oboye chidom na yedi jumedi bramo manuchu menim say obefa paper ni pen na obeye notes na menkeka stories ni moso na ehwa the first
I mean 21st century people still use paper and pen.
First story ni say okay Kwabena Yeboah de has a way now. Government is committed to completing stored housing project Asenso-Boakye into as what can say as Sagleme housing project no Asenso-Boakye say aban ebewie obewie ni nyina de mahama ya these are some of the news we are expecting to hear.
Yeah.
Minister for Works and Housing Francis Asenso-Boakye has said the government is committed to completing stored housing projects in the country. Now, I quote him, government has resolved to complete all existing and stored projects within the short term while implementing other media to long-term strategies that will ultimately increase access to adequate, safe, secure and affordable housing options for the low to middle income groups in the country. But again, before you get into the story, rhetorics.
Oh yeah.
They say you best start market day no.
But about places be a year market so be works have started lands commission.
Yeah, he said government is pursuing all available options for the completion of all stored housing projects, including the Mekano Sagleme housing project, stressing however that government will not renege on its duty to ensure Ghanaians obtain value for money in housing projects. In short, no, say Mahama inflate projects now still investigations in there. Name project. That is what we expect. Project and said the Sikano Enco West. It is estimated that 60% of Ghana's population needs some form of government assistance to support them access housing, while 35% will not be able to access housing even with government support. So it's a very bad percentage. There is a more or less the population only 5% because 60 can do with the support. 35 not at all.
Yeah, they don't have the means to mortgage.
Into the boom manager say in all no 95%.
Yeah,
and
60 30
35 60 35.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 60% and a bit to do with government assistance, and 35 there zero. Abana I can so 100 cedis a month cry near more than cinema omuntumi. International say Ghana population on 95%. Housing deficit and the problem, which is a big. I'm happy the government has resolved to also short term all the Mahama projects, projects, the long term. Let me tell you the long term vision too. Long term, no, government has secure 4,500 acres of land to build more affordable houses. Asenso-Boakye. So let's start from there.
Yeah, I think it's a laudable one. The first one has to do the positive news that affordable housing projects are stalling now. They intend to complete them. We say, and it cuts across both parties and both since this Fourth Republic. In turn, I'm happy they extended it because Kufo started that affordable housing project. There were stories about the fact that people had already owned them near the end. They were the privileged in society.
Former NDC MP for the news crowd while far flag said the amount for say
na Pasajide de Kotoko new Pasajide
yeah
continue for Kotoko regalia lost out them Vim lady so
Kotoko
Vim lady so I mean but he wrote a beautiful one I mean about the fact I think it was good you see I think the idea is good somewhere we make for the then that I started the STS project we didn't see fruition when so I started Sagleme but the truth is I've seen those Sagleme housing projects. They are like the dental housing a dorsum they're about 4 stories 3-story 4-story buildings. It should be good to complete some of these things and I'm happy you see my project my second master's project and I had to delve into this thing, the housing deficit in Ghana, and I was looking at affordable housing using cheaper materials like sand and soil near there to really develop strong concrete way near there. But where to get funding near there to do a PhD, I would have loved to really do it in that regard. I mean, people listen to us, so what's our way now? You can link me to it so that I can even run in that direction. But what I'm happy for, the fact that Osi Omubewie, maybe value for money, that's a good one. I think that has always been our bane, where I bring the technocrats into the system. That's as much as possible. Mona muhia technical acumen, but you know the political angle to it. So it will be good to finish this. That people are in Accra, 60% of people. No, you ever say mortgage, banking loans now there, but there's a 30%. Ghana, you're below the poverty line. So if you tell them to pay, like you said, 50 cedis a month, what you own a house or money, these things have been piloted in Rwanda, Pokigami Aebi. They've been housing units for even poor families who can't afford.
Yeah, they
just give it to you, and it lasts your lifetime. You can't transfer it to someone, and you can't sell or give some to rent for others. So I think Asenso-Boakye's call is in the right direction. And my joy is that, I was also worried that it was a seminar. Then he went to make all these things known. It's like one story linked together. So I was asking, I didn't know rhetorics, when are you going to start? But he said one brilliant one that lands have been procured. So much.
4,500.
They say Masobeyes, land commission cry young Masobeyes cry starting surveillance near there. These are the policies we want to hear. I want to hold them accountable for it. It would have been good if you had put timelines to it that within the next 2 years it's something they want to do. But at least one there's some primary works before they start. Maybe they are virgin lands. They need to clear them and get some of these things sorted. I think the idea is good. He has touched on the 2 major areas we wanted to hear, that the old ones need to be completed because then they were different construction defects and even deferred due to non-usage. We see that we say
and then a boo of Florida. Sure. Buama so far death toll but I'm saying 150 plus people are missing.
Is it a commercial?
Yeah. Story building, very long one.
And I will change it to be interesting. I'll read about it.
Yeah, because more details were coming. They said last inspection report to say na ensure leaky or dynamic. They told them and almost say structural damage,
structural integrity.
Yeah.
So be my the iron rods no.
And oxygen water. I cried the own had dying in the different.
Oh, okay. But I
say west.
Yeah, it will still have it to rot. The idea there and Shukuma rotten idea. But no, for a building of that magnitude, I don't think there will be. It will be wood. It will be interesting to see.
So normally
decking, maybe metal. I normally like the decking properly. The tire wood. Where I agree with you. Any concrete in the dorsal. You see that near share concrete 150 mm. Chroma says a load never bad so now machines now they don't waste time to do those hard concrete floors. They just, but for it to kill people, I think it will be interesting. Maybe I'll do further research, come and share tomorrow on this show. See, for Asenso-Boakye to say that
there's almost a death to no cry alcohol and nipa 10 now. But almost they are hoping said they will still get some survivors.
I'm sure it's a concrete
picture. Google, you see the pictures. In Florida, Miami.
Concrete,
concrete. You can see
that concrete way. More say closer to the sea. When salt water, rusting increase. Rotting a failing, reinforcement in a failing. Right from the structural integrity there. These are some of the major faults that happen. Ghana crime.
Surfside mayor says seeing 12-year-old girl sitting alone broke his heart.
Wow.
It's a very bad, on concrete,
rotting in your show because columns in Befili, BBC and HSA.
Almost the last 6 years, as I say,
structural integrity. They said they need to. See, there are some buildings you have to break it down and start from afresh. You can't salvage it, especially when
Spain the faults are down. 1-1. Breaking news.
Yes. I mean, you're showing they're alive, a very current. Sorry, current. Man, for me. Opo man, for me.
Oh, yeah, Majiatum.
Current. Sir.
Yeah,
so for Asenso-Boakye, it's a call in the right direction. Maybe why people are calling for the youth, but some of us, as much as we've read it, you've told us that land surveyors now, the lands commissioner in close contact and getting this thing sorted. A year from now, we would like to see the progress. Ghana, you are so quick to put things on the drawing board in the pipeline there, but people say the job project itself, you are far off. I will not sit here in my field of Weno. You can say surveyors now then all land now. You do planning stage, you can say planners be money idea before even civil engineers and architects. It's a long one, but at least acquiring the land is the first major step. And more discovering at the end. So the mental sense just these 2 major regions because Takradina Adenia would have been interesting to know this one. They have to secure, they have to spread it over. Once again, a system here practice and fine. Some will say let's have models in Accra and Kumasi where we can give the banks can offer mortgage services for people to really start owning some of these things. I think that is the direction we need to go. Because Nepal there, one I say we see it puts a lot of stress on the people. People are paying rent as much as 1,000 every month. It is a woman twice here. Woman a dine occasion say be 2 million 200,000 every month to be a 1,500. I think within a 30-year period, people can be able to pay some of these houses. And I might have my deductions wrong, but the truth is that HFC, Home Finance Company, they are in Ghana. They are doing some of these things. They are there. They are brokerage. I know a lot of this Manuel Gray estates in the greater area. People are buying those flats. And I think even them at exorbitant profits, then governments can take it upon itself that it will not be property owning. So I say government has to make profit, but to enjoy to the benefits of the ordinary citizens. So for me, was one positive news I've heard this morning. I hope and pray that it will just not be talk shop. But a year from now, journalists can get to him for us to know the progress of how it is going. It will be more interesting because he's even mentioned sites in there. We have to do investigative journalism. I'm expecting one person to take it upon himself, go to Lands Commission, go to Land Survey Department, then see what is the general progress of some of these things. It's very virtual at this point, very intangible, because you might not see all that you want to see. But as time goes on, within the next 6 months, it will be interesting to know how well it's a very laudable, pleasing, sweet idea that they want to put down, and it will be good to know that 2 million Ghanaians don't have places to sleep near the Anopo. It's really news. 60% I can agree, that is the working class. They are 20% 30% they can't even afford 3 square meals, but 60% they'll be able to mortgage houses, and that will be a legacy or for this government if it's able to even do 1 or 2 in 1 or 2 regions.
Okay, so that is what Minister for Housing Asenso-Boakye de ato Ghana for him say Nana do dan kwaku for ado aban no a resolve say efie bia omampani da da akofo mahama ye yenwie bia no housing project ni nyina omo ba be ye free ho na afei omo anso secure 4,500 acres plot of land around Ghana. If you be Kwami Sefa can say most politicians owning radio stations in Ghana abuse, and also another story I would want you to look at for me. Manucho, you said you had so much interest in that particular story.
Yes.
And then he also talked about the energy the close to other radio stations in Ghana.
Yeah, I think it's too little too late, but it's good to really have some of these things said done. But I wish you could read a bit of synopsis of the story so that I
can, you go on.
I can really take it from there. But I think this is a call that most of us have been making over the time, that a lot of these politicians have managed. You see, information is everything. This world, I learned this thing very early. Why sometimes I think Africa we are disadvantaged because the news always put out there that you are very poor.
Host of Peace FM's morning show, Kwami Sefa has expressed disgust over politicians owning radio stations in Ghana. A number of media stations have been opened by political figures, and there are others not owned by politicians but affiliated with political parties. Radio and television stations like Oman FM, Untumi Radio TV, Net2 TV, Radio XYZ, Power FM, among others, belong to politicians. These media houses and a lot more have dedicated themselves to advancing the cause of their political parties with the aim to oppose the government in power so far as it is not their political party in power. Some of them even resort to use of vulgar language, insult and other unprofessional ways in facing the opposition parties. Speaking in an interview on Peace FM's Entertainment Review, Kwami Sefa, affectionately called Chairman General, bemoaned the low standards in journalism as a result of the influx of media stations. To him, the unprofessionalism in and low standards of journalism are largely due to politicians owning media stations. What do they need for it? He questioned. There are some characters on radio and television who should not be there. There are some people who own media who should have no business owning media. Politicians have exhibited to us over time that those who own TV and radio have the time, use it for useless things. But Ghana is a country which we fear telling the truth. We fear that we will be insulted or people will talk about us. But let's be honest, most of the politicians own radio and TV stations, use it to do useless things. They insult and say things which will bring about division, but we are all sitting aloof and watching. That's why many people feel the radio and TV job is just about talking. End of quote.
It's interesting.
He called on the regulatory media bodies and authorities to resolve this issue, stressing, and I quote, let's rethink our media strategy and our media landscape.
It's interesting it's coming from him. I mean, but these are moments I wish I was sitting close to Kwami Kennedy Japan. After I now ask you, what do you think? What do you think the man is saying? It will be interesting to know his angle to this, because I see some direct shots at him and stuff like.
Kennedy Japan.
An example, I make a
Kennedy Japan. Power FM,
yeah,
Power FM,
exactly.
XYZ,
yeah, exactly.
And Asase
Radio, yeah, by Gabi, owned by Gabi Ochoda. No, it's just an example that interestingly is the one who sits on the platform and
most of the time
it talks. I mean, it's made the station popular. You see, the truth is that in principle I agree with him that most of most of stations now clandestinely own some of these channels just because they want to propagate their own mischief, not because they want to disseminate information to Ghanaians. And then the biggest worry. As for political parties owning when at the end of the day, I don't think that it's all over the world. It's not there. Even in this place, in Ebeka, Fox have a non-biased, have a biased attitude towards making Democrats unpopular. CNN also has this one, but they try to be professional. The professionalism should be there, and whatever you report should have at least 99% truth out of it. And if you decide that you are peddling falsehood, that means every lie will seep through as news to people. You say avoid it as a country. My issue has to do with proliferation, so they can bonnet. At the end of the day, if they are, even at my last count alone, Takrady had over 50 FM stations. So Accra, I believe, will have not less than 60 to 70 FM stations. Together with TV now. People have choices. You listen to what you want. Nobody will hold you accountable for not listening to what you want. It's virtually you have to seep and see what you want to listen to. My issue has to do with the fact that, you see, politicians, who is a politician anyway? Assuming I own an radio station today, or Chinanam acquire MPP politics, now say I'm a minister, does that mean I close down my station or doesn't belong to me again? And all those discussions to be made. My issue has to do with the fact that they've hijacked the frequencies and they're making sure that meaning people who want you to propagate the good news are not getting it. What good news means anything to push the country forward. Opportunities to it. I remember my former boss wanted a frequency more than, and they are said even at 3 billion Ghana cedis, all currency 300,000, 500,000. What you know, I say, could be station in Ghana, Unity Radio in Ghana. The frustrations you go through, only Christ can help you. Because inadvertently, they don't crack to frequencies and they are keeping it to their chest. They don't want to give it out for people to get them to do very good jobs. When people go and speak, we know what happened in the typical Captain Smart situation there. You see, I mentioned Kwami Sefa because there have been a bit of these issues. He's been silent for long. I always believe in timing. Sometimes, but it's better late than never. Because some stations have been closed down in Ghana. Politically where they belong in Tinamwenya, the biggest hit. Not to say they shouldn't do the right thing. They also enjoyed a lot of leverage and they didn't do the right thing. Because when it comes to equity, you should come with clean hands. Reason why some say do with me but one call there. Now so radio gold na say when Chiawo Giba deals and NCA so that then you have a lot to answer. You are there preaching virtues and you are not doing the right thing. We are all are condemnable. But you do stage it looks like the new normal is that every prevalent and also person in power authority wants to own an FM station. And interestingly, and yet you go to the little villages and towns too. That is what is happening there. We know this MPs in ministers they've found a way to own FM stations in their towns, and they are using it to propagate their own mischief. And it's getting worse. You see, Kwami Sefa said, why are you not even promoting people who come and share knowledge? But rather politicians who sit in there and all they do is defend most of the vices. And that's why I think that he's even a victim to it, because beyond owning the station, Yehusa idea to say Obi Betina station to identify with a political party and is there to push a personal agenda. And I think it doesn't help Ghana
when Obi Betina push the political agenda.
No, just say, like a person like the show no. Ono Kwami Sefa kind show no pono. Panel no be panel no. They are there. They identify with political parties and they go there to push their own political party agenda. You understand? So at the end of the day, no, pushing a country forward means that getting a lot of well-meaning people who are knowledgeable in the area or will be independent-minded. You can be biased on an issue. I don't have a problem with, but be independent-minded. So same way say neko, same way margin chem say based on research say neko. But yeah, I say okay. What someone say this is Mr. A who is an MPP activist and blah blah blah. Mr. B who is an NDC. They should fight. Come on, fight an issue. Then you see the biases. Sometimes they don't even go on to inform. Sometimes I can say you can be biased. Inform and add your voice. What voice in the Panamifa. But as some now can say, oh, sanity, oh, 2001, oh, Pokwa, oh, okay, 2002, you say, but we just saw you now because you wanted to get this. And they're wagging. But at the end of the day, you've managed not to tell people how to do their job, but give you an example what I think. And we should be engaging in some of these political and also show activism. The partisanship gets too much. And to say, okay, if my opponent has this, I should also get this to push my own. Virtually the grass that surface. It's called politics of elitism. The elites are thinking that anything we can lay hands on to really confuse the people down and sit on them for a long time, let's do it. So the people down, he doesn't have a choice. Maybe say my some radio FM station, politics, and people want to hear, not to listen. Ghana sana a program here. People really love to listen, hear stuff, but not just listen to music. And people are being fed off. Most of these stations are owned by police. Because the latest edition of Assassin Radio say fine, they almost say in this direction. And I know fine, I have some colleagues there, they were chosen based on their competence. Now we are not running them down. But the issue is that most of these FM stations are pushing agenda at the detriment of Ghana as a country. So in principle I agree with him. I don't have a problem that they are also Ghanaians, they have their money, they show on stations. You want to make us say, or MPP there on your station, or NDC there. They should be given, but equally opportunities should be given to people who are there to champion the cause of Ghana. No, but, so that people can have their chance to listen.
I agree with him. They say, as I say, regularity.
Yeah.
You know, we can't just say we MPP ni beji, we NDC ni beji. Na mudi diatem. Na also kase amu use vulgar language.
Vulgar language.
Diatem purely, you know. As I say, journalism Ghana, is social media craba any adi abe said the traditional media and say we should be able to differentiate between the traditional media and then social media in terms of, just like you said, digestion of issues, pouring out facts versus fiction. So but yeah issues on merit, yeah issues on political lines, yeah issues
the panels you put there, no, it becomes very difficult.
And yeah, even the panel alone, the host of the program,
the shows. Oh,
because this now can say radio. Yeah, time a year by any as I say Matanamidu issues by taking entrenched position. They can't sit and look at the issues. Say okay, let's look at the letter Matanamidu wrote. What kind letter no? These are letters from him, words from him. Pros and cons, necessary analysis. They don't do that. They just lambast.
You know, I don't have a problem
Power
with that.
FM.
I don't have a problem with that. People have choices to listen to or not to listen to them, but they should make sure that vulgar language. Further, and I agree that people are now doing commercial radio rather than ethical radio. They've thrown ethics to the wind. News to crap are not cancer, which ethically you will not get them in any ethical station. And say you are not there. But what can not to say just to embellish it to make it beautiful. But as to a station deciding that this is our policy, broadcast policy, that we are going to push only the government, the announcers, the anti-government sentiments in there, I personally don't see it as an issue. Do you get me? Say Assassin Radio decides that they are biased towards the government in power and MPP. It's almost shows in the tailored towards if you feel that I'm an independent mind, I wouldn't.
What is the essence of the radio then? Yeah. What is the essence of the radio? The independence of the radio, the Radio Broadcasting Act. Then what is the essence?
Or you entrench the Republican.
But who says Fox News and can't? See the difference. Yes. You don't hear fine.
Yes.
You can decide not to tea. But if you go to Fox and you are a Republican, you'll be told what is going on in America accurately.
Yes.
Accurately. And sana bia pundits no war. Omo personal sentiment or disagreement omo diaba. And on American. We can come and sit and say because Fox News pro-Republican. Yes. MSNBC pro-Democrat. CNN crowd no more in between and saying Trump will buy no ama I say yes because they do maybe crana yeah to for crowd wolf money are the near so many Republicans. It's Batisiano the administration of Trump no as a man for who say they were against Trump Republicans for na fanisa. But I say but Kausha pa hanka Democrat there MSNBC and we move near Fox. But my point is say MSNBC
they try to give I said that
MSNBC now say
give the raw data
when Trump is even doing campaign. Now Trump crowd debate time at Joe Biden organizing debate. MSNBC for the ma Biden so Trump so debate time. Even though anti what my point is? Yeah. Now we are organizing with ABC.
Yeah.
Biden the can arrange an interview with ABC. And why on the last minute time they have
Fox.
No. Fox crowd asanka. NBC.
MSNBC.
Yeah, Emma na
Trump time to also
Trump, the same time now Joe Biden here Hannah Trump so
yeah.
Because that time no more pre-campaign.
Exactly.
Anti
to be for the big fishes.
You see, to the extreme. So be to say Carson Tucker.
Yeah.
Oba no do attack Biden. Sean Hannity. Oba attack Biden. You have those typical, but they have news within.
Yeah.
Bride money idea. They present the news and Sean Tucker no be crano or or show video. There's no akane.
But I'm sure Assassin will tell you they do same too. I'm sure that's what they say.
No, I'm talking about Mugabe. If you listen to Mugabe,
Mugabe is a Carson Tucker in there. Maybe he's a Carson Tucker in there. That's why Nigerian say this is where I stand and this is what I believe.
Because MPP
yeah.
NDC are buying also crowd news now on our own twist and then and then we are now audio sentiment. Until the people will be at the same. It will
be good, but those stations too are there. And I'm sure say maybe the end day ethically they should eschew vulgarism. Vulgarism need the yes, sometimes when omusia your skill maybe say I mean work crap.
And
maybe say what is he saying? No one can say
the money here fairly say. Yeah. Sean Hannity and Carson Tucker be did by or be trouble by the now disagree. They play audios and videos
to support.
10 years ago as somehow kind now contradicting we are somehow video no they are supporting argument so you can't even sue them because they have what my point.
I understand you perfectly. At the end of the day
yeah twisty facts
yes.
kind of clear
we lie throughout it.
You know
we lie even Kwami Sefa's own show. I have a big issue with it because sometimes they argue that okay boss says no atum next day new topics nobody goes back to check that
to verify so fact check
exactly he doesn't do fact checks also coming from here and say but today I want to just concentrate on the message then leave the personality out because they were the pace setters and that is the direction they went and others learnt it that at the end of the day this is the morning show okay we identify and I say but say about self-realization and say it is really maiming the country. Not better telling you good news or the best news are not sold out there because people are just pushing agenda. It is not the best. Now me put me there and say still open the window but you see it's not easy to even get it.
For instance Fox today American say Enra Fox 4 year ratings about approval ratings of Biden Enra the report came out to say more than half of Americans approve Joe Biden polls no yet because a Republican station omo interview more than 60 omo respondents more than 60% are Republicans
yes
but omo nyina approve and so omo you see Senka Ghana and my friend said
twist
that is what I was talking no the fact here
advanced liberal democracy
yes CNN for na Fox for na
exactly
then almost I trusted this same time last year Trump petition on 45% approval rating. Into who say Joe Biden anya overwhelming because we are pro-Republican
station
poll. And on my and on interview more than 60 respondents and more than 60%
are Republican.
See, and so we almost more than half of American population approved Joe Biden.
Yes,
and then they broke it down. I can't say demographics. The people they interviewed, 60% Republicans and all that. It's always but Kayi said MPP neteso and as a NDC neteso and I'd be as radio and Canada Japan ekoye emu radio koye pona.
Yes, in some
it's a problem.
I agree with you. And I say sometimes people will tell you that age is now they're just too hard, but they should forget that you can America not 200 years. The people in it are not 200 years old. There are people who are just like us. Our president sometimes are even older than the ones here. You see, sometimes we should elevate the conversation. Where I'm having a change thought here to say, once America just so advanced liberal democracy, it's about 250 years. Yet the transition, we are just about 20-25 years into it. I see sometimes we should cut some slack for us, but the truth is that nipade women dear or new to that ages. They are just foundations that they are building on. Yes, you improve on that regard. It's for me coming from you say your man conformity tax work. I can't run away from policy for you can't run away from those tax. Senior journalists, senior Moses, senior it carries a lot of weight.
Yeah, of course.
You see, once they say them and we come to discuss them, then let's go deeper into it. That at the end of the day, FM stations and TV stations in Ghana, are they helping the citizenry? We are sitting there pushing agendas. No, I think it's a bane, and it should start from somewhere by getting people that sometimes I push it the doors of leadership. I do face the country here. They say push say when NDC were there for 8 years, what did you do about policing when it comes to the demonstrations? You enjoyed them doing that. Where last time it said when Titi, it was an interesting one that we couldn't answer for me. Now say it was beautiful, but the point here is that you don't have a right to say it because you had the chance to change it, the narrative, but you didn't. And then I will send film we be job and take us at the end here. That one day I will always hold him to it. These are the problems that I'm having in this regard. So for me, it's a call in the right direction. Say this, the leadership you have now. Men join say I have the power. I'm now having my own FM stations. As I say, as I'm doing my era now there. The same one also baby. Then where are we getting to?
Okay.
But maybe I say make sure
I think this is an interesting topic. We would have to pick it up.
I feel that there should be a level playing ground that Obi super so baby no neutral. More man a chance. But
I think
close no.
I think say and the radio stations MPP transfer has NDC just like you said to an advantage.
No, not even maybe say a leadership not I would even mention party in my submission. Maybe say which is good, a good point that NDC will be. Maybe say when they are in power politically they don't even give the frequency. Personally, I have friends who said that one to person baby say we try 1 2 3
and I know I'm broadcast unity maybe organic could be many obi kasai. No, so frequency beaton over 3 billion.
Exactly. That's the things I'm telling you that I have a problem with that. See, and I said the rich are exploiting the vulnerable. They have access now. Even getting it to the point 3 billion will be a torsion the bottom. On to me here, on also on Jemu. But politically, they are quite the nation bottom. For the past 5 years, 10 years ago, you see it.
Just look at police.
It's very huge.
Yeah, share police for issue. Said the Jamestown Bullion killing. Police arrest 4 suspects. Shoot 1 in the knee. And a police for another notorious Achimota Forest robber. And the Ghana police, like I was saying last week, say they become the best police we can think of. But when it is not in their territory domain, they seem to relax. Now, the police have been on a manhunt for the suspects involved in the Bullion van attack that led to the killing of one of them about a fortnight ago. The police have announced that they have arrested 4 of the suspects. One of the men who tried escaping was shot in the knee, the police have said. Now, 4 persons believed to be suspects involved in the ghastly Bullion van attack at Jamestown in Accra that led to the killing of 1 police constable have been arrested at the Ebuakwa South Municipality of the Eastern Region. Eastern Region the 4 Collins Adai, also known as Cheche from Akim Swedru, Ebenezer Jima aka Peace, and Musa Kamara 26 with his brother Suleimana Keita 26 old alias 69, both from Guinea, were on the police wanted list, reports the Daily Guide Network. According to police report, the suspects were at their hideout at a mining site when they were finished when they were fished out, thanks to information gathered by the CID headquarters in Accra and conveyed to their counterparts at Chebi. Since that broad daylight robbery incident at Adadikpong near Jamestown, the Ghana Police Service had declared the suspect wanted. It's Imanu.
Yeah, it's a lot of good news. I mean, they are suspects at this point, so you will not try to push that high button to say that. But at least the effort is good. Yeah, examiner can say at this point, they are suspects. They can be freed out of it. Allege that won't say until proven. But maybe they have more information. Because there are over 30 million Ghanaians. They will not go arresting 3 or 4 people to say that they are the people.
And then one person was trying to run
away, and they shot him in the knee. It is good. Won't say what you say? You are happy. The knee. That means the person did not die. He will be brought back to life, resuscitated, but then for us to make that meaningful discussion out of it. And it's a lot of good news. But that means there could have been a gun battle. There was a gun battle between them, and it doesn't look good if you hear some of these things. That proliferation of guns, there was a video going around that will take your airship in and go for sending guns to him, and sometimes they are caught at the airports, all right, but at the harbors, all right. But this one, when they CP through, there are a lot of unlicensed guns in Ghana. It's interesting to know that they were caught at a mining site. I mean, we are talking about illegal galamsey, and these are 2 troubles, one God. More are suspected to have committed the crime around the Jamestown there. Now, more also Mugu galamsey site. Maybe you can link some galamseyism to some of this armed robbery. It's an interesting line that you have to draw. But whichever way, I think kudos to the police. The likes of Kwesi Pratt, Muna Adenyaka say once the police are involved, they have a way of making them look very special and untouchable. Because when you say I'm robber there, you can go for the ordinary citizens, the Swallows, the Phoenix and Co. And so many years down the line, nothing has been done. But a man in black in Ghana, be assured that our child within 3 months they will get to you. Maybe any more police from why when they say yen dear, they say in sect that was at arena, you are fearful. We are wounded. It's really give credence to the fact that you are serious when it comes to your own. But the ordinary Ghanaian there, then you laugh it off like something that just happened. But in any case, it's a good one. I think this is something. The more you think about me, video be a young constable, just 26 years. Manuel Oseno, no more 1 week celebration. Now it's very painful. Very young, enterprising guy who is just about starting life. Now pesika, you go shooting him through the head just to get access to. You see, this is very animalistic, inhumane, very heinous, very dangerous. We are sure, you don't have to joke with some of this. It's interesting with Chauvin. When we say Chauvin sentence, it's about 22.5 years.
Yeah, 22.5.
It's too small.
About last week.
It's too small. I mean, after 15 years, it's civil eligible for parole.
Yeah.
It's a very bad call. I hope that my hearing for the sentencing will go on there for people to discuss. So, for us, it's good news that Ghana, yet to me, actually suspects them. It should lead us to the bigger fight. I think there are a lot of criminals hovering around us, and they are getting strength all the time. Reason why IGP, sometimes people are so to make some of those statements might be true, but sometimes are better left unsaid. That only heaven doesn't have crime, to embolden some of these people. So for me, reading the story, I'm very, very happy that at least some inroads have been made. And the people say, why engage in a gun battle with the police? It tells that you live in a country, you think that you're untouchable or you are doing something illegal. So it will be an interesting day in court for some of these things, as far as I'm concerned. But kudos to the police for this first one too. But we see with other cases, so Ghana be the kakra. Now, some notorious, some robber, so a lot of good news. I think that point, even ahead.
They are not suspects. They are now so far. One of the suspects who is at large is reported to have for some months been terrorizing residents in Chebi, Achimota Forest, and Yinasin and its environs. But it's Jima alias Peace in Chebi Zongo. One of the suspects was, however, arrested last week upon information the police gathered, but escaped custody while in handcuffs. Wow.
Escape custody. Custody means that
the report added that he was leading the police to the hideout of the other suspect when he escaped. Upon locating the suspect, one of them, Musa Kamara, is said to have attempted fleeing but was shot in the knee and overpowered subsequently. The report adds that he was later rushed to Chebi Government Hospital, where he has since been on admission under police guard. He will, however, later be transferred to Accra with his accomplices. In the meantime, several other police officers and CID operatives have been dispatched to Achim-Odan area over intelligence report that points to the fact that the suspects were within the area. The police continue to urge the public to support the work of ensuring the safety of communities with credible information. Informants are also assured of their strictest confidentiality, which is very important. And then
police from me bomb about some massacre Christ and more for being in a call.
Almost actually.
How much in bill?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, on them so leading to.
No, once he was leading them, then he ran away. So I'm no much in back home, and the Mantino no. Kawana Mistress was here, Cheno. I think he ran away.
Who my mistress are Edino because Edino
Ojane.
Or Ebenezer Jimano.
Yeah, he was in handcuffs and leading them to me in the
yeah, Ebenezer Jimano.
He ran away. How is that possible? You see, sometimes, not to say it can't happen, but you need to be alert. That is what you are trained for.
No, but I think they got him back because list of 4 people no Kahon.
Oh, okay.
M said he initially escaped and they got him back. Senanka. Or no, baby, no Johnny, but once in handcuff, I think the police.
He got closer. No, with
the
handcuffs.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's good that you've really had them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obama say, wow,
because
how can you run away?
Summary of the story, no 4 people, no.
Yeah, 4 suspects.
On the Ebenezer Jimano, on the Omochi and the Fesa. No,
only do Omochi. So it's a lot of good news here to me. You know, Achimota there, so I mean, you should see his picture. I mean,
I've seen his picture.
Yeah, Shadrach Boakye.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like one, but I mean, terrorizing
now,
people.
Yeah,
sometimes they look like me. I agree. They look like me. Now, interestingly, no, I have region.
Said they ya don't wakra. And we are no makoshi baby. I when in so say Ombeko. But also we say Chebi no makogu.
Yes.
I wonder why Chebi president to Krum.
In a mining area, mining zones.
Someone say Chebi a very notorious area for mining.
For mining, yeah, you comfort. We're down from KJ4. Stop crying, brewing over his way.
KJ4 other mining.
Oh no, said the Chebi story. No, she's linked.
Oh yeah, and you're no Kwami.
Yeah, other people are working. Then we're on the same page. I mean, you are deep. You are so deep. That's why I love this show. Sometimes interactive because me a gynecologist. I do pass me and I won't and I will interview me. You also an expert on the topic, so we interact. I'm not a gynecologist, although I aspire to be one day.
We're a gynecologist.
I'm aspiring to be one.
Although you're a gynecologist, I didn't.
Now, me to remember they say me to
why do
you think I'm developing very strong hands?
Although you're gynecologist, I'm a mobile baby.
Smart. They like me. They will say that.
And then me train the Olumai Frau Becca. I say ball, you're on Facebook.
It be so.
Any social media, I'm on Parkers.
I agree. 90 minutes of football. Yeah, so
I made a mistake.
A lot of good
news. They are making it clear. Kotoko coach no wasa. So mo pam no na me lose here. Players need composure back okra. Boom ball we there. Time na near ball and some stars no na near boss. And them room. Has control ball.
He has no identity on the team.
Boom. We say bobo. Yeah. You better na. Yenye penalty ma ojamu nkoka se enko kukuru bi. Commentator nkoka se yenye penalty ma ojamu nko kukuru no. Team ni nko ye better.
Yeah. I think politically motivated Census here be short now.
Yeah. Get be short now. Yemfa calls no na. Omni ameko. It's exactly 12 minutes past the hour of 1. Ye fa phone calls no. And then minim say TT ni referee Daniel has for no be hard dwene wo show so. Ye nyan start e kura hey. Maza ade she ko to continue my program na. No mo frɛ me. David Agbanyega mo minim say na mu be kume. Nanso manya text kin. Has fire there. Say congratulate you mo. 508-304-9394 508-304-9394 outside Ghana +1 Ofrefi Dubai UK Canada Canada the boy ebeba 508-304-9394 ye fa phone calls no dey asada kase ma Nabian Barbering Salon and then weekend netwam be uti obi o ha weekend no so obeba na nipa guo nti on person oba be unity na nei Joada emuda ho kama friend Nabian o friend Nabian ma appointment obeba be you kama na bibia nso atumi akonkan sanso na say walking so oye walking so eno so more than welcome for 978-235-3348 opese na ye share da be hia na yi wo nko a 978-235-3348 Nabian Barbering Salon heavyweight champion o my ho ye fefefe look sexy na Anochi trading any Anochi cold store ubisa na ojama won bi obodi na o se Anochi trading ni cold store nko na benya bi ato 54 Hamilton Street Ghana for a programs outdooring baby shower opo national baby shower o ya ma ne yire ba so nyina e ho na ye kwaji na nyina mebo a Olumai so beba baby shower ni bi o
everybody is invited.
And Pimsign TV for us will be there live.
Yes.
Pimsign TV. And I know Jambo ama Pimsign TV.
Aquagana.
And on the 18th of July, said the Manuchu Akano. Adani the Manuchu. Sika opinion na echi wode beto aba. Yanko phone line 5083049394508304939 508304939 Nabia Babin Saloni anochi trade ada romanti yema Raman enche phone calls na se. Raman me ba cho umpom wa ho den ene mona wotwe so etisen bibia ko kama de.
Commander of Police, Commander 1. Opo somewhere there. Ami
adom ba cho ye ho ye na ho so e.
Yo opo me ho ya pa me ho e ti say Unity Radio. Dane si wono na me chia me nya manicho. Na opo me chia na me mbo me team ha opo. Am Sandra me chia da ko je ni fu ma confirm ba kwa ya to na me di ataya me ni na me si so. Na me pom ataya then sa di na ba ni so po da ura ho ba ma ura ho board sa na tie na me chami na manu cho na sa ho ya die na se de kata de se de o mo gide ma pa se ho ya pa opo meko se samara mo kana ni mo ntamo Facebook se usha criminals are saying that you are chum. Opo sin na kasa no. Gana na eti. Aya na ya zo e ya sisim. To bibi say no e ya kade e na e police for no mu hia. So munya kade na aduna no ombenye. Ana suwa dai bibia e ma police for no yan kasa yan tura ho. Esi wona e na ya mwa. Sasa abonu tunya so a makase sorry so kana sorry so sasa dia efiri so a eba so ye fie a ye tititin ye ni kan ko fo ya na si opo obi betuma ba be high dan otim untimi unhuni pa aduma oye anadu fo no pie tuan se eba sana ya de na ya fa o obi betuma ba ko guest house obo be one year not guest house wo we bet ma ko di o tem ho no do sorry o de we usika na nyao so we chemi pano so do titia no o che na de pia de so bo ego police ne ma ka be trim na ko me first bo police for build that the police for no we ni party say ya ana so mu susu no so o mu hia bambo ana mu susu no o mu hia akade ana dia de na ban na eya form ho aban mo wa akade o metimi da ya tuma no Since what you come up police, you come on one academy, no present police, what you robber, and police in war robber, no to uncle, and so about one academy, in my arrow that the Pilomo Bomo, been to Ponya Bimuti, Bimu, Akuta, Bimu, Omukuta, Kaja Dukrana, the secret in Kura and Futa. To get back on a Tiada, say, Tuang, Minaya, a final accent yourself, Omuna, Acadie, Emana, Oma Academia. No Metimaya tomorrow, Oma Acadena Catamuco Nipan by, American Company Pound by. Also, slow, so it's Araboha, a lot of Sarino, Pepe, also, what Sarino. Says on Sonumqua, Academia Cutano, yet, to get slab and say, Oma Cadia. Ebetima fungo metima boy an ubai sese neka de kasa me nyina esuro amaye hukura kare sese ene police ni ma ofo oba no opo ene onu kasa no ye okuru na uti mamni na tinara ana uti civilian
okay yara se nana o jam to asuma me
yo kuma me na wase na menchia malicho ene apafo mo bonya weda me kamse I'm not equal so and papa now phenomenon begin I kadripe otru abrepie afia ana afi kusie so ono oko anoti trading na bibia binye dia na opo enra Kotoko Luciano opo win my how is that supported dia kana kuma ntone yam opo the teacher Southwest and May 28 and America 28 June and America in Chatwo me say Kotoko win. A jet to make a win. You jet the PRV, you know. You will be near Yempabunya, so you bet you no. Now put your buying and I say, what about winning match? No. Ubelusu, 3 matches not coming.
Massa Jai Sassam Naki, Jai Sassam. League so program na shall say na me say unofficially has a G league no unofficially has a G oboa na we dey opa me bet and the person no contact e come say yenye swapping Kotoko G League na me amema invitation mo aba se Kotoko G League na
opo record to
na sa program ye program no dey be record program BI is recorded every program is recorded yeah
America president Obama saying
Joe Biden Joe Biden
wa mama kan bro for
me ana maka
so me lawyer maluto ono
o ha
eji opo me lawyer no so na ma fan lawyer de bia make I say me say Kotoko be league we eji akosi awon ye ready be ko US ati ba for America am
ba na no jam mu coach ni nyaade o
opo eno de be kana tiri
nyaade
coach ni enema bi na kutia no ade de o ya ade pa
me hu bo bi amobo onya consistent results wo she back no akobo draw na wa lose buy na bebia
this year so Kotoko ye mo press na so ye ne bo home from away ya bo home from away na ye be dunia opo ye mo boys
na na ye bo ansa na Barreto ba na ye lead has ye de ne wa be she points and ye de lead o mo nyina ma o ma sa be san ho tere
ye ko ni na de ba for America and say Ghana police and ye be bo mo ba so say o ne me du o mo tini akeka won tem na de ba for agi asaba o mo say minini pari bi din ko mo de sa no o mo ankasa informat no mo information o mo secret no enye papa nti Europe on bo no on keka no na amafo a informat no mo information no o mo toto ni mayi enfama o mo na o mo just ade se na etudie na enye ma betu.
Okay. Nana so we. Nana o jam so we. Okay, Olumai, abom design.
Opo me hono na aso e.
Radio adumu wi ana ba fo ato aso yenko.
Yo ko ma menchi America fo nya anda nyumre. Amenchi ame papa me sa dance of dan o repair. Amenchi kama kodo ago. Kama papa. Opo officially no for the past 17 years yeah I say my PRO my radio my friends fan about season again officially in 88.1 FM opo ma time I from there ko there say the president or 88.1 FM officially so the first year me confirm
hey and congratulations and there's Oma sound say we better than opposition is saying.
Oh me and sports presenter.
Oh wow. That's very impressive. Okay. Until sign into my first show we.
Yeah, then a fair show.
Oh, until signing on fee ni BBA contracting in our signing.
Well, in this case, you know, I got from radio, no, and this is Martin and Canon.
Oh, okay.
That better open me up for so I need my station.
Near my commission. Yeah.
I need your commission.
Okay.
The body is now so 91. Or more door on a on the sponsor, and also I can
I have yeah.
As a more original circles, 50 PRO, I say, may I absent PRO. Ever brought witness circle council. And a day before draft, a very city radio, go friend of Conongo, never the carrier of Kudu, that much, yeah. Almost friend Asana.
Hey,
Nyan FM Pia San Ko ya se Pia Ro Kasama Podcast.
It is say from Asana.
They say Obon Plan Asana.
Eh they say offer radio so America Asana ma mintie o.
Ghana for
eh when you become here to be there say Asana kabe mu nyina be from Asana Mr. Dan so be from Asana.
They kono kono to go party bia ma predict bia be dia bi ba wan egu bia ni wa bi lu se ba sa ma to egu ade ofo o feli poto
mo coach na nya ade
mo coach na nya ade na wo bo against us ofo ye ko away ni ade akoko nya e say the nya draw kwa na e say e 1-1 or 2 draw.
Yeah.
Say 1-1 and 2 draw. Kono ko be league.
Yeah, head to head, yeah.
It is the idea o kwa against us ofo. Now we are watching so close to game now for 4-9. Sa branche no so no ayi Fabio Gama no so no. Na dey no the ball on there pass your yard there. Oh, this how no ka so no ko jina ni ma o dey no dey kwa ko jina ni mo akwa friend. Abra wo players or more bench o make me jina ni mo. Oh, you didn't never be a chair, bro. When I dance on my back, was the club do against Kohago? Was the club do start in the coaching career and how to go to Canada? What's I cannot confirm with Nicola or the other?
And Kotoko, apart from that, Anra, I had a start time. Yes, you 1 cities, me toa, with 100 cities, and I'm a share, but. Oshe Kotoko composure cry. Boom boom. What is that? How many composure? They can't even play from the back.
The performance never from when the players move because the work I on way for the offensive way for that defense. Now they have been no defender and go both ways. So for there our part. Oh, I can't never go. It's common sense, not common to common people. Never go. And there is no common sense. Oh, now I am the other for congratulations. What's up? Everybody, the league that for the first time I'm moving here. My idea. Opo mi wi ekrano eye police for na and obi ego ma ba so fast o my idea. When you decide Argentina police ni kwa de. The Kokum police ni a police ni mu baby a people no omo mu di za wu. Na ye individual yes civilian kwa na ye kuya. A police ni nya ntwemu bia mi hu se. Se ameswali ebe sin de ye kire ni ba okuma ameswali. Nipa okuma friends your friends just say it's bebre opo ba te ko police bozun kwa dia Ghana obukum police ni okotu amena won sia say e Michel from X-Men to still a police okoko hu ye yeah Argentina ukwa dia kupo na so obukum police ni do ayi northern region side or I think one side or oba Robert na a police wonu say mo akwa che bank of no. If anytime be a police no be kabia no mo make sure say on benya but ye de kaya is also very rebel so mo ko di this out for no the day on say we are what goes around comes around so if the mo e buy am yi mo ni no on say mo na the dimoso if me ni abasomodia the police for because Ghana police ni kwana you shoot na what you make sure say can confirm shoot police na say isi radio obi a wo dede ayi wo ba mo ni opomo ko shutu na ku omo hu dan si Ashanti radio e bi si ya shutu last week e bi tan si wa Accra omo san shutu obi a wo dede ayi mo ba mo ni onu si shutu na ku e be sin na opomo ntimi nya yedwo enche sa afọ na mo police ni kwa de shutu a say na do for kwa no shutu am be hu because mo ni afọ ni nyina na e to mo ma mo le nu say ni po sama si na yes because one travel ni po mo yes ade na e ne wo be che mo nyina ba on board ade na sa na tie o mo nyim nkrofo na mo yes ane ma no e bi se bi say si akwa se sunya na ya Ghana wo ko be bi o me se tie obi be wi am phone e wa ha ye tie mi ni pa me ko no wa o bet na ma me nsa ka phone no so bi shia o jo phone na do na wo ko obi wa wo no be ko yard wo ko yard wo be ko akwajo phone na ma I just said any pana I just don't want to phone ma and this ko bia so be ibi ni pana ko ton phone ko be ma ni pana ko je phone na ba and this police for the no musu ba there o mu nim sai individuals no o mu di sa phone but nya for sam no e ti ya cho mo a no mo ja o mo na mo ko ti o mu ni pa dia e tan ko phone no mu di sa ni pana clear group we na ko ya sa de no ko be se no ba e de na you come about a president northern region side wa and na jofo Robert ko ba ni ti abukoku na a police post me chase afọ then I see what I have said, and say a police measures are for. The academy measures. And the police won the movie. It's a man guys house in the banner. Yes, Sumamo. Yes, because one more and one year for almost so for Metla. Because your moon and so a 2 year and Norma. I told you I'm very welcome. It's a secret name of my yard. You have a part of my macan. What's the one year with grace? And I'm on Quagium and I was at my mechanic. I want one of them coming from this man. Opening it is a police in a Puno. I come back there. Come down, in the camp for me. I don't know. So I come where where's the name of what you want?
Okay, Olumaya, that's what I'm saying.
Now, and you're soon buy a police for the head of me.
Yeah, that's it. America phone in other was it. Mbajowa number 54 no to asuna me we are na kwajopokuko because bar for line na drop 54 e hwan
I would find out.
I would my into.
Okay, the member of the line. No food line in and out at the moment of the red and ya as you food we are really a bomb so first 45 minutes. Let me see. Second 45 minutes in your bomb, in 10 minutes. Last 3 minutes your bomb, your mama said ball in me. The ball flew Kotoko 4 Mura. Kotoko coach me confused when you the room kura. It's a house. You know 10 years I'll be doing. As much be I need to be I decided beyond move Kotoko move to me a da oku. You're very shamu. Yeni maşya configuration cup ya shamu yeni maşya da yeni maşya league cup si ya shamu no so yeni maşya decide ya sana shamu which say has the you da mutu chama which no ja wa uni say league you know I had a pesca mamu kikana kure ube last week ya haya mijinasi na ukase Kotoko ashe kalara 2-1 de mugasha hasu 2-1 antiyamba so ntiasira uje wadu so aditu muhasu fuku ya jiligina.
Oh yeah unofficially me dem say has aji league no manucho na sister la Kotoko bitimi abeje bad me dem the league na has there nothing
no lutu any no Africa a pesca mo muka importance in the not doing how to cook with the see ya stop the one and you can do food. Okay. Mountain son, Mama, Nikuama, don't fool the food line. The film, not congratulations. At an ama, when you to me, and not a free and look at the process in a free and non shady. Now, the next time, maybe I have to cook next time there, I won't go there. My master Kakara. He said, if I do have food, what did you do it here?
Ibrahim Yedase. Thank you very much. Yedase, Ibrahim Yedase. Okay. Kwajobo kwati say.
Obo oba the other room. Your word is such a concern.
Yeah, what one?
I was one out of the Chedia. Now, get the Atidabama Uchediapo. Now, Obo, the government charge on go Emma Boss Manichu. Obo, Assemblyman also and charge on go Emma Unity Radio. And so Emma in now, because you also Emma shedding Emma Yako. Now, Obo, Mamma coming comes to now and so Assemblyman, ask you know, and Mimmin Dayao. Why are oh, and yet, the father boss one country. It's an denominant man country. No, what do you get? I can go for us. There was me as well in Saturday. So, both and not that then some of the Kotoko in the real who pa. Obo, I did not make that Mariano Barreto. Yani has a bomb made beside that. One quite a both of your dama. Obo, 2 minutes now, Nippon, 1 mirror, and that's when you born a baby. When you born a boy, by 1 minute, I did not only have a bosom no cider. No, but defenders and qualify for the case. About here, we are now draw. It's not me, really, but that match now come and no open draw, and I know because one and none. The judge doesn't have a Kotoko, even a apart from 50, I ask my boy, I go to play table. What bad pan of call that as no idea born your president Mariano Kokoboy. Yeah, that's true. Time need to say the name me boss for need to go for time unko because league ni bibia betia eti ye kwaso abompa
aza monka mo betimi akasa mo betimi akasa de achechemore mo betimi akasa de achechemore baba bia league na dru ni de me opo national matena declare say has at the league never. There's nothing that can happen for Kotoko to come back and win the league. Nothing. Has already champions.
When you England Premier League, where Ghana, Ghana League,
wow, one a pre crowd got an out to Papa Samanashi where you have an as Bibia Bitmesi, Bibia Bitmesi.
And Kotoko performance in the opponent. Now from car and my full 90 minutes, man, who both yeah. So there's no chance about one theater camera. So no one in Ninia might be able to. Opo Mariano Barreto, or man of homeless, or man of homeless, and the team now they say they are Yakob. Opo no means I'm more a police for Nabavi, Bobo, or my Yagi, Papa, never me I can come at that. And now more Mukoku police in from Fobia can be a old Ghana piano, or Muntimi Mama de no Muncho Manana Ghana, yet me da, Yada, so we took another or background upon a Hubia Mono. Now about the body and idea more Divadia and the Omedino Muninamina.
Thank you very much, Kojo Poku Mahala, Kotoko Lucia, Kojo, Ultimate Didier. Yes, Kumase for Mutu Fufogu Pamba.
Obo agana na midi anza na mekwago ya match
and as a one ama mulusu match na je se wankasa uyam hihyo se when di ansa mulusu antimidi ndi na vim ni your confidence ni one ama mulusu match no
obo sangama ni zuzu asanga ni na nka mi di na madawo as players na mu ko obo point enzo mu di
Kwajo ya da se Kwajo Poku Mahala no Unity Radio 1039 ya bepeke and ya bre weekend way was a very very tireless one. Daddy boat to us we are na Saminsoko.
No international minister on
Nyame adome we.
Oh ya pa better one account and say ato book you di mo asema mama.
Ah wo ya phobia o.
Masters. The whole Africa masters.
Ere mwanya mauze na naba enkuma kra balance is it phobia for mwanya ye bomo abaso moya de has a folk deserved the victory. They did well.
International ya also say Kotoko na me yankane radio stations in so 3 days and then Kemu. It has to win to see Kuma you what that here.
Kotoko yen na Ghana dia oh massive because you kuta numbers you kuta na mu manu na den na mu no so to say
and I just baby wa kete beti mo gu afa le so what was that it mo do so na manu da really ketu before we are dia kese no na e Kotoko no yen gran kwan e o ene man kan fufuo
ya enra de mo de ye bon kwan mpa.
You international for being about entertainment anyway. Kakra can say, bring back the love of football. No, yeah, Jumana say, I say league equal Riena, Nema Air Costro, next season, you know. Let's say Mufa and Sao doing and shim. Now, problem Kakra will say international sponsor, you know, Emma refuse, you know. Starting no more than never call you there. And yan, team the best set. Okay, Kune, the team say, Omoye, not next season, there, sponsors. And she bring back the love, no. Many for ya, didn't say, but now, I can be defeater, Kotoko, defeat, you know, actually, but no Barreto. Many Kwabena Yeboah, so now we have ball as a folk. Yeah, boy, throughout the 90 minutes now. Now the brain come out because international ya one day e buru Kotoko so and ya no san buru omuso ya one day buru omuso tactics tese bi bia na buru omuso into the brain we e come out we throw and ya duma for na international ka come di we ya Census na ye no also Ghana Ghana ede we nti na America say sa fix the country for no. Omo we ya mesere onye ma bebiri ho no. Nka sam le ya amuti ya fix no na nka mo so mo be so ya campaign na nkuro ni nkura fre. Mo so mo kwa kasa fe ni ya fix obi antwe mi din. Ene wo we se say mo ko trading obi tiri ko fie bi. Na ma ka so on church scam o man sa na o ma na kire na no asem. O se le Ghana tie. Aje bia ye. Aje ye international dem fa so ya tutu ni ye. Ni ye di so adi nema gu akoma ebe bo le nyira ma ma ni e hu se de ye peja no. Ene obi a polite we ni kuro. Kuro na tra ko kuro bi to se kan timi ko. But ni pa sa ko kuro no so o polite. Ye ni mo do ye ni se de mo se ye post aya ki abramo ye ni capacity o se ye de egwu amo ye ni uti ko grasi ala uti ko ketro ye be chere de ase ubisa guza me sam de ntimi de ni fiu o muti ni we fiu bi na ma pam ne se on free nko na ye di mu mai ni na face the country ko mo mpe educating crop what I say na de mo de no se na se party bi she mo chiti what me man so ni demonstration na mo pese chinchira ya ma mo nye ya ba ma ye na foto e mu be nya mu no mo so mo da fix o my Ghana na so wo fi am fix dia di no mo de to so ni kwa na me pese ku na ti e ka so mo ni we should fix the Ghana and we should fix the country na to fix the country who should fix the country silu nya ya bai obi tu so gu gaton o to bola gu gaton o chane na no ko je gu gaton mo fix no mo tu sa ko ni nyina afo what you all are now got in a face the country. Oh, we are looking at Katana and Waya Missouri. Oh, we need to know the show, been a show, Massey. Been a show, Massey, and can fix it there. And the world dictated Ghana, Papa, you know, fix the country, no. Okay. Okay, thank you. You fix the country, no, you know, buying that boat version, no. Sammy also can say, Fabulous, and I knew you what you actually. I'm the Okano, I'm the Koboni, but I'm the Anyagima, but I'm another debut. Say no, not just a winner show. So, Cassa, say, and take Cassa and Cassa, WWT, we see Pooh, the Okan say no crack. I'm the Koboni, Nankoy, Cassa, yeah, the Koboni, and Cassa Bia. If you say say as no, you're back, Miss Munya Kotoko, where I said, Sanya can. Oh, we are say, and Kasha, dear, Quebec, say, fabulous. Yana Yasha, I knew you, the Union Park in Zubi. So, Ghana in the Arjun. I knew you, Maza Okao. But as a man of the Boticano, and Kwabena Yeboah was talking from a technical point of view. Nasa no pay me cry makase coach no mumpam no nya de useless because Oshe Bola you have somebody who is the center of Atlantic Kotoko Football Club now, Fabio Gama, I don't know the playmaker. That's all for the player no ko ball first nine. He played most of the players out of their positions. That is what we call coaching, getting the best out of your players, which is why Samuel Bodu is the best coach in Ghana. Look at Daniel Efriye Banyos and Wino. He was no Bobo, but coach we buy and one man yet to look at the boy. Miss me show more match or many Legon City's boy in the power. Best player, I fantastic. As I'm a ton of Kotoko. Coach, you know, and I said already, because I'm not here. Most of the matches are all Kotoko problem. Kotoko problem, I had to say, Mutuntum Kala. Mutuntum, Kotoko Mutuntum Kala. Muhu Bruni, coach Bia, coach Bia, no coach Bia, no your calendar, coaching Emma coach and build the team. So you can hear Emma coach to me, Emma to that Alex Ferguson here, Manchester United. So coach we are the Mokobo on Raboli. Se coach we ye Maswa Kunedu ana Bashiru Hayford ana local coach and kenenka radio stations no kwa die bedi na tem ne adenka yempam no na start but ye broni nti o ma edin I will talk about the physicality of the players. And it's a physical trainer or your Kotoko physical trainer.
I feel want to make a 50-50 ball. Yeah, has never.
Look at the House of Folk there. And then indeed, House of Folk is being trained by one of the best, military men. What I say, some man no physical trainer no. On the training House of Folk now. If you look at their faces, physically they were strong. They were strong. Everything yesterday match was in favor of House of Folk. I congratulate them, and they won it hands down. Kotoko should come back again. And I have to focus support. It's been over 10 years now. Winning Ghana Premier League. And I think that this is I think it's in the right direction. We congratulate them. And I remember myself back into Asenso-Boakye government is committed to completing stores housing projects. I did a big Ghana for now. About Ghana, see a best starting project near the Korea, especially when there's a change in government. I did Ghana for so many times. And this week, we work more by dynamic. I Commander Sugar Factory, one of the, I think there were aspiring CEOs or Eco-Ma or more assurance and information and Nana go for the Commander Sugar Factory na Asserts equity. Ya two sikabia gunyum Ghana for president Ghana for minister. Ya two sika agunyum akwoti omani yi papa. Okoko kobiti se takwa bonsa ties. Ni ya togu Commander Sugar Factory Kumasi shoe factory coming go. There are some companies opo say one this one factory creating more employment jobs at the Ghanaians. But you neglect all this kind of projects, all this kind of companies bonsa ties. I've lived in Tako for a year, for some years. It's meaning bonsa ties. And how and I employ Ghana for. But you neglect all this kind. Commander Sugar Factory and can you need any Padugo at the farm? Kumasi Shoe Factory and can you need any Padugo at the farm? And this is the housing project we Ghana for employ more your construction juma. My story project we are more to see. And consider the sources and the sources and the best in the project or that bank project. I did Ghana in the Asenso-Boakye and the pencil open the picture say, now, Wabua Ama said you were getting now very Abamu, not one much after finishing the year. Ama against Ghana for the after Ghana for and can you the Bebona Basu, the Bebona Basu Papa. I'm Robert here.
Okay. Sometime I saw Mama for front to us. Okay, yeah, that's it. Nana Bank, Nana, congratulations before you even speak. I'm to say.
Thank you.
The phobia. In fact, the day was for phobia, and not only did Has win, they played a better game, fantastic football than Kotoko.
In fact, the coach is actually doing well. In fact, kudos to him. 11 years, not any different.
Mushaya Chapao, 11 years. Na Mariano Barreto ikromu ko fa ni free here wa be break your records am.
Records are meant to be broken and every.
In field duba ko ni has intimi share no amoma be share. Is me has me na for 4 year has for nyina be head your mo ye fia. And the guy, omo testing message. Omo person be fret teasing me. Omo di me phone so na dani phone in line. Nana Bayanga.
Yeah, you make your phone in you know phobia spirit land you them. Phobia spirit land you them.
Phobia spirit.
Matter about okay.
Phobia spirit.
I am one of the master Mecca about I think we spoke about minister no almost more affordable housing.
Yeah.
me project or finished project. They are more starting here. They haven't even finished.
Yeah, but also also short term. Finish the Mahama Neko 4 years and long term. Almost acquire 4,500 acres to build more houses. But then short term is here. Even or mention Sagleme any other for the places nina also mo be nina.
Okay, ya tiabre. A bit is in my I think some are even completed, but or they haven't made any way, so people are just okay. Or moving how it will go. I think there's one on the I think the Wenya stretch, the Wenya tema that come to 25 stretch for that for a very long time. I think affordable housing former president Jonathan for 30 years. I think they have done with that building a long time. But still they haven't handed over. They haven't got any
so hopefully the advent of social media there's a media backlash nama which is a good thing. They haven't done it, but now they say they are going to do it. And like we discussed, we are going to start marking the days to see the project about say 80-90% completed. Any other housing projects. And now that the Minister for Housing, I can't say actually, let's just give him some credence and hope. Say what he said.
I'm almost a move AstroTurf for every community. We start developing our ecosystem.
No, not to hold brief for them. And no almost started by the same we no man to me. You call regions and I saw almost started. Dear, I think all the 10 regions almost started, but almost can say almost within 10 months and no man to me.
Over 2 years now.
2 years. The Usra now 5 years. I'll say 2 years. So, Siaman and a minister, a first term project. First term project, and yet 2 years, 5 years.
Because if you are the landlord,
yeah.
At the end of 2 years, go back or to start to their common landlord. It is affordable housing, but at least civil servants to get accommodation, and it's only fair at the end of the month, you're getting a salary. Not only family, I will fear Papa more. It's okay. It's landlord
yeah, that's it. Nana, why I did for that matter. For phobia winning, no medical credit. This and why? For phobia winning, no medical credit. Why? It's a liberal credit for phobia winning. Why are they? What rose to me? Friday, you can so be shemi ampa. What rose to me? Why are they? Okay, thank you very much. Now, before you go, sorry, before I make the next caller, so at Wasno, Pantan, you were in the news. You said Muslim call strike. Peace FM.
But another year, you start to indefinite strike.
And I saw one bank wanka.
Oh, sorry. And can we item?
Oh no! Breaking news. Where a current affairs program. Once the news is authentic, breaking news. But we had that.
Yeah, that doesn't make a about the encroachment of the land.
Yeah, okay. And I say Munye safe near there. Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, Minister, several meetings over call or three will come and deal with it. They haven't come. And see, and then I decided a patient in so the words are long.
And you say, who?
Completely 80%.
Who?
And so completely 80% of what am I telling? Yes, we are not here, Juma. And they should come and start.
More clients, no way. More clients, no way. One more coffee.
Hey. I am relatives at the home.
Oh wow. That's very sad. Mami aba monya na monya hu bibi. Now, isn't it more dangerous for us to allow them back into their homes? Unse people with mental incapabilities near day. Omuko fienko hajin.
Oh, some are doing well. Come back here hospitalization kakra, but some two are not doing well. There are other facilities who also offer a psychiatric help, so they can access other facilities.
Okay.
But the emphasis still had the quality down.
Okay. All the phone to so I know I show phone so bibi about phone so. Why? Yeah, that's Mami Abankuma. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
na yeah, bomb design. Yeah, we are Kotoko ni on.
Papa.
Sa obi abaswa o kasa. Vim no de kasa na me hu se we Kotoko we has. An go ya ma.
Ogo ya ba fa fa.
Ma mo Kotoko coach we dey say mo onya de.
Ogo me obi a me fa wa ma se as coach.
Anya one match as anya defeat in keke, but the composure of the team omuntimi more ball string passes together be 5-6 omunya ball na boom and then me da so ball say okofa broni coach na mu team
to be frank with you na why is na bre I say no mo so mo spirit no what down
when you must almost spirit
no what down. Oh yeah, no. I don't discourage you or more.
Has this is not the first time. This is not the first time Has is beating Kotoko, and certainly wouldn't be the last. But the performance was very horrible. And so Nikura and Meritisa Bruni coach.
One mistake here. Coach, the car, a taxes one. A Fabio Gamma. And now no play from the other side.
Obon first striker. Why anything say Kai Havertz? Chese Thomas Tuchel la GB Edi Akwaji nti onu so de beje de agene din. Fabio Gamma ne ho nya din. E na Kai Havertz owo area strength ne ho de wo so e na owa. Fabio Gamma nwa. Ogofa has defenders who are more than din way. Agofa Fabio Gamma be jabere no tima bobo no.
How? And I'm not goalkeeper. We say Kwami.
Yeah.
And you say also throughout the season, how many matches now was started?
I know na Kwabena Yeboah kano. Say coach ninja consistent. He doesn't have a team. He keep tinkering with the team and never the way ball. Next the way ball. Now they the way ball. Or say sa.
How many matches now you Kwami was started?
Player wakoda Black Stars. Chese wa yem from 20 man na. Balora.
Man na 70. Na coach na ngasa na.
David here akura Manchester for da so de tu omu pomu. Arezabalaga akura Chelsea de ne bo. Obi a mistake ba kwa na je say omu bi. Anyway, I make you point quick na yenkwa na me ma the next call na yenwie na ye ya che.
Yo, that's what you for the sponsors so you better about the time be on my kwanya my program. And Ramati no keep you at it. I'm saying half of where the ball my basso. You know, now, will be our we say all these sports are to be an also follow Premier League. Yeah, what has about one I book of a about the throughout the season, my matches now in training away from home. And the answer I had you put.
Is it a consolation? What taking no? And Kamusha and Kamunkai, Imulusu and Afena Makazam bomb matches home away from home.
Oh boy, Kayi.
Okay. My infant to achieve for him say. Euro game European Championship no 116th stage match na e course no Spain and Croatia na a tough game Croatia and the share first goal na Spain better to show 3-1 but Croatia tete canning in as say 3-3 omo bebo second half of extra time and a first half of extra time omo bo first half of extra time omo take an na point yeah and 3-3 is omo bo extra time yeah
for the omo go omo ho ani ma se aba omo Croatia for it to onko for inum and
Ivan Perisic is out. Perisic print to a movie crowd. Yeah, that's it. So we will point in a conversation at Kotoko Lusu Ashime by Wende.
Yo, poor my man, and from the last topic, and say housing project.
Yeah, here,
or about the complete now, I be at home. Your best friend paying for. So much about Omunisu Opo. Said the mini abana or Casavi and the Ocano, and no my man now said the tenants. A sofa in the house of a landlord, and now go. As I brand here, one man is a class and quote me, Eddie, you read idea the Enyasicano. Outside this ice coming in Aqua could rent to me. Everyone says, so I'm found Ramois, oh, never been there, Emma.
Yeah.
You were dancing to room. I buy a complete my house in the other. My home higher cacra. I put a link to political, you did not have no money in an answer dining now, say, room. I buy every Ghana for and taxpayers' money, and I had a quack. The best ramper enforcer or Masha Bonate. The radio Masha also made this from or Munisu Mayan, and I knew Mokas or Modestino so. The best is a more manenka and granny Kumasan Kwa. O Mabra for near powers and near Paris. We also have to mind who you. Nana no near upper with a greater granny Kumasan Kwa, Mr. Mahon. Yes, why I hope for near Kika Paris powers. Yes, we have Ghana no hobby. Affordable house no more. See, I won't see you a hand so. I don't see a woman higher kaka. Opoya kata. Omutiko kwa dia sa siram kama ba bibia ni honum no ma sikro e wo honum die dina ye hanma one season penet ni ya kuya ye wo honum ta bia no ye tini nkonkwo ye sa no ma ni bi wo honum na normal manfo mo sori a mo ko suma kra ni kuma na azufo no mo ma ha se yinso na ba dia ye tini ye kuya djuma ne na azufo over 2 series no Yankon ni ma kuyaduma ne na asefo inside can say I'm paying for normal class normal kids normal na bia yentimi yensa se no work asi a ebetima si sa dan we no bia man for tinya kwa kwatu na ho aya aduma foforo ho no yenti ni wo ho no atan bia sa se no kwa ya da kwa kwaje no bi okra nsu asase ye beti dan be wie na omo kwa kwatu na omo sofa anase ba bia dan no kwa esi na enye mani pass o se okwokwatu na ho. And the best rapper enforcers so much or more yes and can crank. A dim half for nay upper is upper west nominal for 9 years Nabia has it.
Yeah, that's CP. I mean, that is one of the brightest stories we had today about the housing project. I think if this government is able to do that, you'll be commending immensely because they're gonna for here and see Hong Kong. Yeah, that's CP. I mean, picking my last caller. Maybe at your 995.
Phone paso wa unia
Ibrahim Mainto.
Upon Nedem Camilla Mayaka Tripa, name Kwabena.
What after 30 seconds because about 6 dada, I will Ghana about 2 higher companies. No, it's just 30 seconds. Make your point, Uncle.
Yo, Nakupo and Kamopo. Na Minia Yani Ulmai, Yamamu Yako. Yamamu Yako Katiba.
Other than I almost.
Na, oh, wow. No, we are problem. No, wow, the drum. No, wow, the drum, dear. Oh, the Yayani, old man, Amuno Moye, Omutamakuas, the preservation of Udiomusa. Do the Mamma, I mean, come and Yaka Company for me. But you forbid or catch your mother or money being so. But you know, our tears is there, and I say, when you go for the other.
Yes, penny also almost housing.
Oh, yeah, no, what the other say, I know. Why? Yamishiro, okay. Why?
Mate, we batch your money.
Pastor Sam Danzini. Na Pastor Yafa o number ankasa ebe
me cell phone number ho.
We are there o number na mame.
Me papa ni ho.
On one
and right the one who sorry. Last week who me wa me from me amoma baso.
We sorry.
And right me kwa sorry wo na me nua ba bi to ne badi ntimi ko ja no CPIC. Ntina no amu hu me. Say ma ba me ne next week right me ne manu cho ne beba.
Yo mate.
Me we am from off air the number na ma mpache yo.
Yo mate, we ma dinane fatest me. Bye.
Bye daddy. Okay. Okay, Bushna, this is where we bring the curtains on today's show. By Infanto team for him, so you'll be our pep ball. European Championship in the quarterfinal. 2 teams have already booked their place. Belgium and after Czech Republic. Sisi amino say Spain ni Croatia. Omugusu bo. Omabo full 90. We omugusu bo extra time. First half of extra time. Ubi ashe miensa. Inti di ebeko subia na debebre mu wia na ya say the next game Switzerland. Switzerland so ebe share France. N'Golo Kante and Karim Benzema and Paul Pogba against Switzerland go hana be boni dia. Who play Shakiri. Shakiri yeah, Shakiri, yeah. Enti nyame yadma yesan enemu be share ochina. But once again, you know about Salome Assemblyman ne yere ose yem fasida emma Worcester fo nyina odo amu yise no na no memenda oye na USD ho for mo ba oni Assemblyman oso odam asisi ne kaje ni asida. And again, yenu aba ohima ono so ye na yi ewo Armenia Cultural Center Saturday no na enran so Indian Center lunch Worcester for Ghana for say ade amoye ne dia oni ne kru John Ado aburo o mo adwen no mo nti ase so inti emfa Unity Radio kasa fidie so mfa aseda kese pa enso entumi emfa emamo nyame nhramo nyamo hwiriye weekend bia. And of course birthday girls no of course from Louisa any fusua say na Worcester for ase minu aba Roda so ese enra okoto ne bedi o CPIC asafo oda munyina ase asafo ma sofo Vasco sofo Mame Vasco and all the elders of the church members any adofo enra mo beja Roda ma ono sokoto ne bedi o CPIC ni nyina so ose oda mo ase nyame nhira munyina mo time mo hwere mo da je mo achede everything she very much appreciates. Now bomba say nyame enhya mo anamu mo. Okay, yanka mo say nyame adom nso a Royal House Chapel sofo manucho sofo the Apostle General Sam Kranchankra they say the date is inching closer. You read July mo anisa nti Sam Kranchankra eba ha nyame adom July 22nd to 25th nti sisi ho na epebre na brasa program ni bi na as much as you like to hang out chill. You have to do the spiritual realm too. So whom would you know to any in be tea nyamiasem because nasem bia home na I empower etumiama hodema bonibrim wetumi agina ama nyankopon. Inti Reverend Sam Kranchankra Apostle General Eba Worcester 22nd to 25th. Sofo James Opon na oye host pastor o se enkanche say so hia bibia obetumi abo say in case you need further information or a musician you want to sing at this event, whatever, with me a friend 978 398 8963 978 398 8963. So that is for the visitation of Reverend Sam Kranchankra to in state Massachusetts, Worcester to be precise. Tishanonso na edani druha yenyina make grace occasion. In any case, I don't know who hired you to defend them. Allow them to speak for themselves. Interesting. All what I'm saying to you is that you speak with evidences. You don't know my reasons for saying so. Opo Emanucho knows what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm saying Mamia Banino coin. Yeah. Or say, how can you say Opo Emanucho are promoting the MPP agenda? What is your evidence? It's you who always wants to hear something negative and thrive on it. In Tina housing project, and they say, I have something. Omoya, then I didn't know. Said Paul Betcher say, you promote MPP agenda. And I'm Mamia Banani on Facebook.
Spain a share.
Was it? Yeah, Spain a share 4-3. It's an intriguing one. It goes back and forth. Avaro Murata and Shayana. Yeah, you na say I'm sure, but I think omo kisi Morata nti Morata na share. Yeah, Alvaro. Yeah. What a goal. Alvaro Morata. He had a lot of criticism being taken to the tournament.
The control was superb.
Yeah, and the finish was class.
Yeah.
Alvaro Morata share 4th goal at the Spain. My Croatia. What a finish from Alvaro Morata. Thunderbolt power. We did draw Bamo and the she goes to save you. Beautiful finish. That is what it is. Nyame Aduma said ya kan ochina any be share. DJX. Big ups to you, DJX. Maybe I will be a child big bro. Majoriza ho ye. Only DJ Principal. Me chamu nyina majorisa mo ho Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempemi ho asem Worcester, Massachusetts. The Working Encyclopedia. Mami ya dini de. I don't, for some reason, Mami ya dino or the man. Ma ya. Okra review. Ma ya. Onu kwani dino me ya. Mintumi nkai. My enche Mami Gladys a chan Good Shepherd Methodist. My chan me ma Frances onso ho ye. Paul Diselso ye chao. One Mami aba monko ho mai. So for Ofori mbacha onso me chao. Only oye Mrs. Ofori. Also, should everyone agree with you? Allow. Oh, the Bidian America say agree with me. Obi na ko ho na Eric de o te da se brawa no ama okra so ye kan dia
coach na asem
David sisi ano de ba
okay
sisi ano de message de ba yeah sisi ano de ba okay Abuzayam fancy nyame aduma yeko akofa peace kasi abono de abremo medin de opo national me ne manu chona de juma de abremo nyame aduma ochina yesan ni mo behia na de foforo de abremo yama mu nyina monitia adehye peace off we go for the major news bulletin nyame nhira mo nyina
ebetimi aboaye ama assembly no ye 5-year development project ana ya hye nyina no